How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Pure Smash number 13 in Pure Esports, Gilbert, Arizona. My name is Laird. I'm, of course, live with the main man, Taco Waffle. How you doing tonight, brother?
How's it hanging? Yeah, great to be back on the mic with you, man. I like the Hawaiian shirt. I like it. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, you know, it's been a little bit of a vibe around here lately, especially since we're all in the midst of these rainstorms. I mean, I know you guys got some out in Gilbert right now. We have some also here in Pennsylvania, so...
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of just been going nuts, this weather. I don't know what the heck is with that. I mean, usually we'll get like a couple like small little things like every here and there. More often than not, it's like the dust storms that are usually like popping off. But it's just been, yeah, I think it's like still raining right now over here even. So yeah, it's kind of nuts. If I'm being honest.
We got a tornado warning in Pennsylvania, which I don't know if you know anything about Pennsylvania. There are hills for days, mountains even, and tornadoes don't often happen in areas like that. You know, Midwest, you know, where the ground's like this, I could see it, but here we got hills every couple feet. So,
yeah, but I mean, here we are. Regardless, despite all the odds, we still have ourselves the Wednesday bracket for tonight with Pure Smash. It'll be number 13 that we'll be going through tonight. And I mean, let's actually have a look for ourselves here. Let's see what we got going on for the entries for tonight's bracket. I know for a fact that we do have B-Rice. If I'm seeing him here now.
Let's go. Dude, I like, he's like the one Isabella I don't fall asleep when I'm watching.
No, yeah, B-Rice is a very engaging Isabel, and for good reason too. Has definitely become one of the most notable names in our Arizona Smash team for that reason. Definitely make sure to show out every time he's on the screen. Every time he's in a bracket, it's nothing shy of a good performance from what I've seen. In other entrants, we have Felix as well. So both of those two players straight out the gate did appear in our Arizona Smash League this past week. So it was great to see them on here, and we'll be able to see them I mean, given that they're both seated very high, they'll be sure facing off the bracket later down the line. Other entrants that we have consist of Hitoy-kun, Cursor, Senator, J-Red, Kayla, Seabass. One of the few snake players that we have.
Seabass?
Yeah. One of the few snakes
that
we got in our state.
Okay, there's a different Seabass I'm familiar with from the online era who played Ganondorf really well.
Oh, I was going to say, also snake? That would have been crazy.
Yeah, no, this is a different Seabass for me. And of course, we have Anarcho from Grand Canyon University, Jinx, and Frost. So, pretty good bracket today. I think the most notable thing is that we do not have a Schroeder in attendance tonight.
No, not for tonight. And given that he is definitely, the prince of our Smash scene in the state,
I'd say the king.
Definitely the king for sure. One of the most dominant players that we have in our Smash team for sure, and given that they're not going to be showing up tonight, that will definitely in of itself be affecting the turnout quite a bit. Like, we'll still be probably seeing a couple of face-offs like we mentioned, like with Felix and B-Rice that will likely be happening down the line. But in terms of like the earlier matches, the ones that we'll be getting into here soon and going forward for tonight, those should be getting a bit of a shakeup in terms of who ends up going against who.
Right. No, I'm very excited to see how bracket turns out tonight. Bracket's not actually working out for me right now on SmashGG, so I don't have any idea of what to expect right now. But we are seeing a dark pit coming out from Bear right now.
Right.
So this
that coming
interesting
out
character picks.
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, I was going to mention that we did see Pit on Monday earlier this week through Felix as well. Felix has been experimenting with a good number of characters, so we're going to have to see how this Dark Pit holds up, which will be a little bit different, but not too different. I mean, what do you think about the differences between Pit and Dark Pit?
Well, the differences are pretty... I don't want to say obsolete, but, because they do actually inform the character's playstyle a little bit. It's basically those arrows that Dark Pit has, you can't maneuver them around as much, but they hit like a semi-truck compared to the other one. And on top of that, their electroshock arm is going to be killing from pretty much at the ledge a little bit earlier, but it won't be killing from the center of the stage. And asking you shall receive.
Exactly, right on cue. We got exactly that. The electro. What is it again? The
Electroshock arm.
Electroshock arm. He's going to be closing out the first stock. With some pretty good spacing towards the edge of the stage, like you mentioned. It probably won't be doing it from center stage, but some good positioning like that will be landing there in the one stock lead. And Doobie, having his opponent at 125, is not going to be too far behind in terms of tying it up. And there's a soccer ball off stage to be tying up the stock count once again.
Yeah, and I really like Bear coming down immediately, being aggressive from the Halo platform, just to ensure that Doobie isn't able to get that deep breathing on deck right yet.
Right, yeah, that's definitely a good foresight to have in terms of, you know, that's definitely that matchup knowledge.
Right. Again, when that is active, Wii Fit gets a deep variety of buffs, you know, better movement speed, way more damage, way more knockback, and you even take less damage. It is like a lot of comeback mechanics rolled into one, and Doobie can throw it out whenever they feel like it.
That's right, yeah, whenever they feel like it can just happen. And hopefully we'll be seeing some of that coming out. We got another Electroshock arm coming out in full swing, but not going to be able to close the stock just yet, putting Doobie to 98%. Oh, and the forward smash doesn't quite connect, so Doobie's going to be hanging onto the stock and piling on just a little bit more percent. There we go, we got the neutral being here reflected, and so far this is shaping up for Bear.
And there's the up smash to come up for Bear, take that first stock. A little known fact about Pit, as we see very few of them. Pit's smash attacks are among the fastest in the game, especially that forward smash and up air, or up smash rather. They really come out swinging, and they're very safe on shield. So they're a good option to throw out towards the ledge. The problem is, you know, sometimes you can fall out of them because the majority of them are multi-hits.
Right. They are multi-hits, so it's something that you're going to have to account for as well. Hopefully something that our friend here has enough knowledge on to, you know, hopefully counteract. But right now, it's starting to get down to the wire, so any bit of matchup knowledge is going to have to come out of both these two players.
A couple combos to answer back and forth from each other. Doobie at the higher percent right now, but that deep breathing on deck is quite scary. And honestly, I think the next big hit here will be deciding it.
Yeah, we're seeing Bear go for a couple attempts with that forward smash, not quite getting to land. Forward air is a pretty strong move, and we're going to see Doobie land one right now to put Bear off stage. A forward tilt, the upward or towards hitbox is going to be landing, and at 147, a second F tilt is going to be closing it out in Doobie's favor. So good comeback there. Seems to have gotten a good catch on those landings from what it looks like towards the end. What do you think?
No, dude, 100%. You call it better than I could have. The pressure that Doobie was exerting on Bear during those last couple of seconds of that match, Doobie was wherever Bear was trying to land and kept hitting them up into the air and preventing them from landing, getting any ground under their feet to try and secure that stock. And whenever you limit an opponent's options like that, it just becomes so much easier to take them apart.
Yeah, it can be a lot harder to keep up with, but here comes Bear. Once again, running back on PS2. No change to the stage, but a huge change in characters. Zelda should definitely be shaking up the matchup quite a bit, it seems.
So, I think the number one thing to talk about with Zelda is obviously the ledge trapping. That Phantom is such a good option. But I think the make or break for most Zelda players is whether they can land their lightning kicks effectively.
Yeah, that's... I mean, I wouldn't say it as necessarily make or break, but it can definitely, like, I wouldn't say it's like necessarily like win condition, but it is also something that is of great benefit. To see, look, we got plenty of tools that can cover all sorts of other options. The Phantom is definitely one of the biggest contributors. I would say that would be Zelda's win condition. Wouldn't you say so? Or down B is just such a vital part of the toolkit.
I will say the down B is an incredibly useful part of the kit as a whole, especially at the ledge. The thing is, Zelda has to commit to charging up Phantom, whereas she can be kind of flexible with her usage of Lightning Kicks. And Lightning Kick on its own does a ton of damage, 25 from a full hop when it's not stalled. And I mean, it can kill as early as 60-80% on most characters, no matter where they are on the stage. So I think that option is something that not many Zeldas are proficient at using. You can throw out Phantom whenever, but the Lightning Kick is a very flexible option that Zelda has at this
That
disposal.
is a good point. And right now, Doobie's going to be hit by exactly that same move that we were just talking about So our stock count is going to be tied once again, but Bear's going to be maintaining a pretty strong lead, attempting to maintain that lead. But here comes Doobie with a solid string to bring him up to 36% off the platform, and another forward tilt is going to be just shy of tying up the game. So Doobie's doing a great job at catching up here with the Zelda switch.
I will say Bear is doing a decent job of maintaining decent distance between themselves and Doobie. Doobie is a character playing a character that really gets a lot off of those custom combos and close quarters, but that lightning kick all the way in the air is going to be killing off the top. Excellent usage there from Bear. You know, throws that move out swinging. It's a great option if it lands.
Yeah, I agree with what you were saying with Doobie being able to keep up, and we're still seeing that as a matter of fact. There's another good forward tilt charged up with, I believe they did have the sun, or what was it, the deep breathing charge up that powered that. So now we're going to be getting our tied stock count once again for both these two on the last stock. So this is going to be a little bit more important for Doobie, because they are in a bit of a disadvantage, but they are really close to being able to close this out in a 2-0 win. So this is kind of more on them right now.
Yeah, and I really wanted to see Bear go forward and try to punish that landing a little bit. You know, when you commit high and you're in special fall very high off stage, you really don't want to have that landing to be free if you're the opponent. So Bear takes that game with a great up smash. We're going to be going to game 3. This is Doobie's counter pick, so they can go to whatever stage is unbanned by Bear. But I think the Zelda pick is kind of working a little bit, man.
I'm thinking that too, actually. It does seem to be working out pretty well. It most definitely does seem to be in matchups that the character, or that the player is comfortable with, so that's always what's important, you know? I always say this too, is that like it doesn't really always come down to what matchup is good or what matchup is bad. It is a very important factor, but sometimes it's just what character do I feel most comfortable with? And that can sometimes be a really important thing that influences people's decision making for character picks. But right now, the stage switch is going to be changing up to Kalos. And what are you thinking about Wii Fit on Kalos? What do you think Doobie might have gone to the stage forward?
You know, I don't think it's so much Wii Fit on Kalos, it's more so Doobie on Kalos. Because we know that Doobie is incredibly good at calling out landing opponents really well. That open middle definitely leaves, you know, very few places for Bear to want to land other than those platforms on the side. I think Doobie can cover those options very well and actually end up cheesing some kills if they can just catch those landings, if they can be in the ballpark on the time of the landing. I definitely think this could be advantageous for Doobie. However, I think it's going to be very hard for Doobie to get back on stage when they're off stage if Bear is in a good position with that Phantom.
That's true, and that Phantom is going to be playing a pretty big part, but right now, every single part of Bear's toolkit is going to be having to come out full swing to bring this back without taking too much damage in this one-stock disadvantage that Bear is finding himself in right now.
And this is where the deficit can become very big. Zelda's a very light character, and you know, if Wii Fit has Rage and Deep Breathing on deck, and can get these combos to whittle Bear up to those percents, Doobie can be an absolute menace. But that up smash from Bear going to be giving them a little bit more breathing room. And you know, Zelda's like Phantom into forward air from having this be an even game again. Of course, that deep breathing is going to make it difficult.
Right. Yeah, that can be making it somewhat difficult here. So I think that Bear's trying to do what they can to maintain a solid string on Doobie, or a constant stream of damage to kind of prevent them an opportunity to use it. But as you're seeing here, it seems like Doobie's doing a pretty good job at doing good damage output despite not having the deep breathing at the moment. Look at that. There's that forward air. Not going to close up the stock just yet. Bear's hanging on still. Doobie goes off stage for the spike. Instead, he's going to get reverse. Or I guess he's going to get his own get-up option red and met with an up air. And now, Doobie's finding himself in a bit of a disadvantage off stage. Not going to be able to make it back on. Good back air as an edge guard option is going to be untechable. And Doobie's going to be finding himself on the last stock, but as is Bear. So it's coming up to this game 3 last stock for both these two on the round 1.
We'll say there, Bear. Excuse me, Taco. The thing about Bear is they're playing Zelda, one of the best ledge trap edge guarders in the game, and you know that's what led to the stock being taken. It was that Phantom and into you know, getting rid of all Doobie's options, then going off stage for the lightning kick for the kill. But right now, Doobie turned on the Jets. They are looking to seal the deal on this match right quick.
Yeah, they are looking dead set on doing so, and a down air is going to be finishing off stuff on Duty's end, and good job, to be honest. Yeah, because that Zelda switch was definitely giving Duty a little bit of additional, I guess, like, I don't want to say like additional thinking, because both of these characters are not ones that are seen like all the time. I would say Zelda's definitely a more common pick than Dark Pit, but it does seem like the Zelda pick was giving him a little bit of a struggle, but was still able to adapt to it, and even brought it to a last game, or last stock, last hit game. So pretty good for Bear as well. But they're going to be going into losers bracket, and Doobie will be I can't talk. Doobie will be progressing on to round 2. So good job to the both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a good set to watch. You know, I love early bracket picks because we rarely see people get stomped out, you know, until the second round. So, you know, it's always interesting, especially to see those, you know, lesser picked characters and what they can do against each other. So, you know.
Right. No, that's definitely agreeable.
Yeah. So production just informed us that on stream, I'm going to be getting Lucas versus Meta Knight. And look, this is a matchup I am a little bit used to seeing here, with Bonk pretty much running our state right now over here in Pennsylvania. So, and then we had a another young player come out of the woodwork named Trad Hopney, who plays a very clean Lucas as well. So, you know, I've had the pleasure of seeing this matchup on stream. I gotta be honest with you, Taco. Yeah. A polished Meta Knight can do a lot to deter a good Lucas.
Like specifically Lucas, you're saying?
Yes, I mean, like, specifically Lucas, you know, if this is the matchup we're getting, Lucas is incredibly floaty, and Meta Knight eats up floaties. You know, those ladder combos can cheese out early stocks super well. But I will say, very few Meta Knight players are as polished as Bonk is. And that makes sense. He is the best Meta Knight player in the world. But, you know, that ladder combo is a bread and butter. And if I see one up air land on Lucas at, like, mid-low percents, I would be very surprised if that string doesn't continue into a full ladder.
Yeah, that would be pretty surprising. It also should be noted that it's going to be weight dependent, and given that Lucas is a bit of a different weight than most of the characters, it is going to kind of come down to how good this particular Meta Knight player is going to be at, you know, adjusting for that weight class.
You know, I'm inclined to agree there. That is obviously a factor. However, I think floatiness is the main thing because, you know, at those like lower percents, you know, let's just say the weight differential for like a floating heavyweight is, you know, the lighter characters are lower percent. I think Lucas is still one of those characters that Meta Knight can just bully if they can catch him out in the air.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's definitely true.
But, you know, good SDI from Sockham could be saving them here.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out now that we started discussion into that matchup. We're going to see how Sockham is able to account for quite the rare pick, I think we can both agree, from Meta Knight here on Anarch's end. And in the meanwhile, I would say that Anarch is up against a pretty interesting character choice as well, one that he probably didn't see very often either. So it's going to be a matter, once again, actually, we're right back to where we were before, aren't we?
Yeah.
Very different character picks, and we're going to see how each of these two players adapt to one another.
Hey man, Run Pools is the proving ground for players like this, especially players who play pretty unorthodox character picks, and there's that dimensional slash, hits like a semi-truck, very strong
move.
He really
does hit hard.
And something that Bonk really, you know, likes to use, that I'm seeing Anarcho do a lot, is that dimensional cape, no slash. It is such a good escape option, and it has very little landing lag whenever you use it close to the ground. But that first stock, nonetheless, will be taken by Sockham.
Yeah, good stuff there from Sockham, taking the lead here with this first stock. But at the same time, at 147, yeah, even a nair like that on stage will be enough for Anarch to tie the stock count right up at only a 39% deficit, which is a pretty doable comeback, I feel like.
Oh, absolutely, especially for a combo-based character like Meta Knight. I mean, you see him already trying to put Sockham in the air, but Sockham is doing a very good job of just avoiding any unnecessary up air strings. You know, that
offstage gameplay,
footstool.
Yeah, it was like wall type jump into footstool and all kinds of shenanigans going on in this matchup right now. Good job from Sockham not overcommitting to the down air to get punished by the F smash that Anarch was ready to punish with. And so far, so good from both of these two in the neutral in the second stock piece.
Yeah, another thing worth noting is that Lucas kind of struggles on the ground a little bit, especially against sword-based characters who can really put some distance between them.
It's true. That's
And
very true.
Meta Knight really doesn't have the standard sword slashes from that most other sword characters use. However, they do have mobility to make up for it. And, you know, that F-tilt, definitely an underrated option in the character's kit, I think, in terms of how good it is at spacing.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that as well. But as you're progressing here, like you mentioned, we do have Aaron Zero taking that second stock, but at 121%, it seems like both these two are doing a good job of keeping up with one another, even if they are able to pull ahead. There you go, Aaron Zero stuffing out the side B completely with a forward air. That's actually not something I was aware Meta Knight was capable of.
Meta Knight is capable of a lot of things. I think this is probably one of the most untapped characters in the whole game. But, you know, the thing is, there's not a lot of players who can really bring all that stuff out of it. But Anarch Zero is doing a good job of throwing out every option. Again, this guy really uses his entire kit to his advantage. Every little bit helps. And, you know, they're making every move look viable right now to a degree. So, you know, it's definitely keeping SAK on the back foot, on their toes, thinking about what might be coming their way next.
Yeah, just having to think about what their next move is going to be very carefully. Meanwhile, SAK just seems to be going for whatever seems about right in the moment. All these strings just seem to be falling into place. And now we have SAK slightly pulling ahead against your Anarch Zero. And it's starting to look like this round one might be coming up for Lucas, but we're seeing SAK back on stage. Good dash tech to gain some stage control, but the up B is going to be punished as an overcommittal option by SAK here with the forward air. He's going to get the flash, and for the KO scream, it's not going to take the stock just yet, and some more neutrals happening on the platform here on the left side as things are starting to heat up, especially on the percent side of things.
That up tilt's super strong. Not going to be killing Meta Knight just yet. This is full rage almost onto Anarch Zero. And, you know, one of those random nairs might be killing real quick. That drag down air is super strong, though. It's going to be sending Anarch Zero off stage. There's the grab up throw. Will be taking the game in favor of SAK. And, you know, I think just at the end there, Anarch Zero got a little bit too antsy to finish the game.
That's right, yeah. A little bit of overcommittal to certain options. We saw like a little bit further, well, we saw right there, that down B maybe could have gone to ledge instead, which would have been a much safer option. And also we did see that up B to try and follow up with some additional damage. Did get punished pretty hard by that forward air as well. So hopefully Anarch Zero will be playing a little bit more patient in those situations, especially since they were, like I mentioned, doing a great job of keeping up with one another. So last thing we want to do is get hasty and then fall behind.
Absolutely. So Battlefield went on ban for some reason. I think this is probably one of Meta Knight's better stages. But, you know, I know Lucas is pretty good here as well. So, right. You know, I could definitely see why SAK chose not to leave this one banned. And right now, they are going to work.
Yeah, they are not wasting any time on the neutral right now. Check it out. SAK is already getting Anarch to 89%, but in the meantime, Anarch is getting a little bit of his own string going on, but like we mentioned, man, the character's a little bit floaty. It seems like SAK is going to have a bit of an easier time getting out of these strings than most of the characters would.
You know, I'm going to disagree there. I just think Anarch Zero wasn't in a proper place to actually get the full up air string, because they had to go reset on that platform. The thing is, they had to land on the platform to get their jumps back, but SAK was too high in the air for them to get to in a menial or in a quick fashion, and Anarch Zero going to be falling to stock early.
Yeah, that's fair enough, especially since we do still have yet to see. I think that was like the only up air string that we've gotten so far, so there could be some optimization made, but in the meantime, so pretty optimized edge guarding there from Anarch is going to be shaping them back into 2 stocks apiece once again for both these players, and only 19% behind, even taking the lead if only for a moment, but SAK seems to be responding pretty well with the string of his own, kind of trapping Anarch on this platform only for a little bit, and there we go, good forward throw, catching him when he lands on the main platform as well. So a lot of options are being covered here by SAK, and Anarch is trying to find a good approach option, but he's struggling to find one at the moment.
See, that's the benefit of good stage control, Taco. We saw it in the last set with Doobie being able to pull it out over Bear. SAK is doing a very similar strategy right now, keeping Anarch Zero off stage, making sure that they, you know, SAK has ground underneath their feet at all times, and that Anarch Zero is the one who has to try and land. And Lucas with a weird type of archetype of character, is able to get in place just in time for punishes. And you know, once the damage is finally added up, you see the kills come out.
Yeah, great stuff there as well. And now we have now we have both of them here on their last stock for the game, but there is going to be a little bit more riding on it here for Anarchist. This could be potentially winner stock.
Yeah, Sakum is very poised in this matchup right now. They're doing a lot to deter Anarch Zero from getting the combos they want to. All the while, Sakum is getting this chip damage in wherever it presents itself, doing a really good job of catching landings on those platforms. Anarch Zero is going to need something dramatic here if they want to come out on top of this one, I think.
That's for sure. That's what I'm starting to think here as well. Good Zero, and a good dash attack is to follow up as well. Tries to go for the up smash, actually does get it at the very end. It's going to be putting Anarch up to 98%. But here comes the string.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, really good damage on that. But
he lived!
Yeah, not enough just yet to take out Sakum. Is there now at 76%. Just about a tied game here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, a little bit more riding on the ear for Anarch. That up air string was definitely something that they needed to get themselves back in on this last stock. And now in there's going to be putting him at 94%. Good catching the get up option with the back air, and things are starting to get a little bit more down to the wire. And the up B is not going to be able to make it, as Sakum is going to be losing that last stock. And now we have a 1-1 score on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think the big thing in this matchup that went into Anarch Zero's favor was knocking Sakum a little bit too far away, and then them kind of overestimating Lucas's recovery a little bit on that stage. That definitely was a blessing for Anarch Zero. But hey, FD will be the counter pick here, and considering how good Sakum is at catching these landings, and how little of that we've been seeing from Anarch Zero, I think this is a damn good counter pick.
I'm thinking that as well, so we're going to have to see just how good that counter pick stages ends up being, as now we're about to get into it. 1-1 on the board once again for winners round 1. This time it's going to be for the Lucas and Meta Knight matchup. Again, pretty interesting matches that we got to see, and pretty close games as well.
No!
But unfortunately, an SD is going to be making a close game not so close for Sakum here, as every stock is going to be counting, unfortunately. That one's not going to be counting for much right now.
There's that uppy coming to bite Sakum in the butt a little bit right there. Now that uppy does travel a long distance. However, Sakum last match really did a bad job of recognizing how far it really could go. This match, they were in a good position. The problem is the lightning attack of it actually clipped the stage, and unfortunately for them, there's nothing you can really do about having a pineapple over your head.
Nah, not much that can be done there.
But hey, despite that, Sakum got right to work, put 103% up on Anarcho, while only taking 18.6 in the process. And, you know, if they could take the stock in just a second, you know, it'll be back to an even game.
Yeah, at that point, it'll be back to an even game, because, like you pointed out, I mean, despite that unfortunate SD, hasn't really sustained too much damage, but in the meantime, Anarchist had really been struggling to find an opportunity to just get additional percent. But here we go! Oh, we got 3 uppers in a row, followed by a neutral B, and all that started with a down throw. So Anarchist got it down in terms of piling on the percentage. Even gets the forward air, an entire string off stage. So all that lost time is being made up for in spades right now, with one stock and almost an entire second one at only 26%. But now at 169, we have Anarch Zero holding on to this third stock, trying to maintain such a healthy lead that he has going on for him right now.
He's doing a good job. I mean, again, Meta Knight's early kill potential is nothing to scoff at. You know, that was a great kill from them there. Gave them a very definitive lead there. That first stock, taking 2.5, that, you know, can't knock it. That was a great couple of plays from Anarch Zero. And now Sakum really needs to play defensively and smart if they want to come out on top of this one.
Yeah, definitely nothing to sneeze at for sure, but Anarch Zero, it still needs one more stock to take, so we're going to have to see how he's going to go about that, or if Sakum has other things in store. Oh, there we go.
And there it is.
Yeah, Nair off stage. Great stuff there from Anarch. Kind of just got the down low all of a sudden. That's what it looked like to me.
You know, I think they just
get it down.
I think they just kind of snowballed after they saw that first stock was taken. They were just like, not afraid of anything. All the impediments from the rest of the set are just kind of worn off, and that Nair is a very underrated move. It is damn powerful, and I don't see too many people use it very often.
Yeah, really good part of the toolkit there, and that's always what's nice to see is low tier picks utilizing every part of what makes their character good. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. And I'm inclined to believe that up on stream next, it is going to be Fusky versus Hitoikun.
Yes, that's correct. Coming up next.
I like Hitoikun just fine.
Yeah, Hitoikun's like, I think, like one of the DDD mains, like out of 2 in this state. Like, I think there's only one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Oh, Cersei and Hime, excuse me, chat.
Right. Oh, do you have any DVDs in your region? I think you mentioned you did have one, right?
Atomisk, baby!
Right.
On his way to Summit and everything.
Yeah, that's right. I think I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah. So I've kind of seen what DDD could do at a pretty high level. Of course, Atomisk, someone who's been in the community for a many number of years. So they've had a long time across several games to refine their character pick. But DDD in this game still pretty much on the lower end of mid tier. Close-ish to a low tier. I think our low tier in this game is incredibly small, but I think DDD's close to it. If I had to be honest with you.
Okay.
So.
Not bad though.
But again, that ledge pressure that DDD can put on with Gordo is absolutely insane. It is by far the best tool in his kit.
Yeah, it is a very crucial part of the toolkit. It's like, what was it that we were talking about, like with Zelda, that you said was also in that same category?
Are we thinking of Phantom or are we thinking of Lightning Kick? Because I talked about Lightning Kicks being really important.
Right.
But you talked about Phantom being important. Phantom's good at ledge trapping as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I guess that would be the closer comparison.
Yeah. I think Phantom's a little bit better personally, just because of how fast it is, and if you position it right, it can go a little bit off stage and cover multiple options at once. But the thing is, it's a fast projectile. Gordo can be a slow-moving projectile, and honestly, dude, slow-moving projectiles at the ledge are a lot more scary than a fast one.
Yeah, that is definitely agreeable there. Let's see, we're doing a little bit of a button check, testing to see if we're all good to go. And they'll probably be restarting after this, so we're about to get it going on here. But Joker versus DDD. Now, what are your thoughts on that in particular?
Okay, listen. DDD hates that matchup, I think. He gets comboed to hell and back. Iha is a really good option to cover Gordo, and later Aegon as well. I don't know if Gun puts Gordo back. I would be surprised if it didn't. Especially at that closer range, but DDD is very slow off stage. They have a lot of jumps to remain where they are, but it's more of a hover as opposed to a definitive quick option to get back to stage. Right. So I gotta be honest with you, our send back air is absolutely terrifying for DDD to deal with when they're off stage.
Oh, it definitely is. I agree with that as well. Super hard to deal with more often than not. Because just a little bit of advanced movement technology going on screen right now.
Right. You guys are flexing.
Oh, the monitor's future.
Yeah, it happens. They're trying to figure out how to fix it. Our tech guys are working overtime right now to figure that out. But in the meantime, enjoy these shuffle walks from these guys.
Yeah, pivot walk. That's what they got going on. Some advanced movement tech going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's the ledge run, which apparently Hitoikun knows how to do. But Fusky not so much. But who's gonna die first?
Oh,
it was Hitoikun.
Last game scenario. Fusky pulling that on top round 1.
No, Fusky loses there because they didn't SD in time.
Oh, that's true. I guess it depends on how you look at it, right?
That's dude.
You gotta look
Anyway,
into the deeper things there.
yep, you gotta look from multiple angles sometimes, chat.
That's right, but it looks like now we're getting going off the rails here. Fusky versus Hitoi-kun. Taking it to PS2. You already know how we do. Let's get it going on.
I think who takes the first stock is going to be very telling for the rest of how this match goes, because a DDD with the lead, who has to determine the pace of the match, can absolutely do so, especially someone like Hitoi-kun. Especially considering Hitoi-kun's, I think, best attribute is how they can adapt in between games and in between sets. I think the longer the game goes, the more in favor it will be in Hitoi-kun's corner.
I'm starting to think that as well, yeah. There are some characters, and I think it's mostly because of DD in this scenario. Actually, no, I would say Joker kind of tends to set up that sort of pacing for a matchup, where it really is, like you said, whoever takes that first stock that keeps determines the flow in the rest of the match will go.
Right, that Arsene here is making it look like we could be seeing Fusky take a stock first, but of course we see Hitoi-kun being patient as ever off stage, never ever being too overly aggressive whenever they're trying to recover, and that's a really good lead on that Arsene. You know, Hitoi-kun took a little bit of damage there, but again, they have Fusky off stage at the ledge, and at a high percent as well, so, you know, gotta be real, I don't know who to give the edge to just yet.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. It's not really looking too slanted in anyone's favor as they're both getting up to the percentages here. But right now, Fuzzy is going to be having stage control, gets a dash attack on Hitoi-kun's air dodge on the stage. And he's going to be taking that first stock. But at 114, even though we did say that a character like Joker can kind of determine the flow of a match, and now at 126, I feel like it shouldn't be too far off for Hitoi-kun to tie up the stock count.
Right, but you can take a look at that Arsene gauge, and now it becomes a lot scarier because this lead can absolutely become lopsided with Fusky.
Oh, it very much can. At 60%, that's what it's starting to look like as well.
Alright, and there it is. Again, DDD in the air has a hard time getting back on stage because of how large they are, and a hard time landing just, you know, above the stage as well. And that is where Arsene, or excuse me, Joker with all their mobility can really put the hurt on. As you see, 102% on Hitoi-kun before they're finally able to take that stock. So, you know, it is looking pretty Fusky favored right now.
Yeah, it's starting to look pretty Fusky favored. But Hitoi-kun is doing a little bit of catch-up. Seems to be playing the neutral a little bit smart this time around. Going for a couple of air dodges. He even gets a good read on the forward smash to punish that down gun. And things are starting to shape up for Hitoi-kun a little bit more. Almost gets the down B, but instead punishes Tetracon with the down tilt, which is actually a surprisingly strong tilt. So that's something that Fusky's going to have to keep an eye out for as well. Especially that up tilt, man. I don't know what it is with that up tilt, but it's going to set up pretty nicely for a good punish on that Tetracon. Once again, it's a down B.
I gotta say, Hitoi-kun's patience with the hammer is always something I look forward to whenever they're playing. Not very many DDDs use the hammer by and large at all, but the fact that Hitoi-kun uses it to such efficiency is really telling about their level of skill and conditioning. You know, and just again, the patience. It's super crucial whenever you're playing a character like DDD. You gotta pick those openings a lot better, and Hitoi-kun's doing a great job of making it look easy.
Yeah, that patience is going to be mega important. That's for sure. Here we go, we got that down tilt once again, and Hitoi-kun is definitely shaping up in this first round. And that up tilt it's just so good. Like, it's just such a good move, such a useful part of Hitoi-kun's moveset. Is definitely using it to the fullest. But here we go, we got ourselves a back throw and a forward air off stage to follow up to close out the first game, and with a 2-stock lead nonetheless.
Hey man, color me impressed. I definitely thought that would have snowballed very much so in Fusky's favor, but no, Hitoi-kun being able to take that lead back was super crucial for him. And yeah, that back throw forward air at the end is super good.
Yeah. I mean, it's essentially like that up tilt is basically built like Mario up smash, so it's honestly not that far off.
Right, a little bit of height, but not quite as much kill power. It is a good option to use on the ground for DDD though. You know, it doesn't help him move in at all, but it is a great anti-air option. Sometimes it's a good usage, you know, when there's a platform above DDD's head. I gotta admit to you, it is a really good option just, you know, against this character in Joker specifically, who kind of gets a lot of their damage from landing on top of you or on your shield.
Agreed. But here we are on our second match, and it seems like Fusky's going to be pulling out in front, at least to start off here. He even gets the Arsene summon, only at 25%, and meanwhile is still up on Hitoikun at 70%, but a good block on that Nair is going to land himself a grab to get punished. And Fusky's going to be responding in kind with the same option with a back throw, and even goes in deep for the back air and closes it out. Gets 2 hits from the Gordo since he was stuck onto the ledge there, so Hitoikun's going to be doing what they can to try and catch up as soon as possible.
And look, Arsene is a really good tool, buffs all of your moves, gives a little bit of a buff to the recovery as well, though. So, you know what? That was a great usage from Fusky there. Secures that stock early. But they are at the ledge right now. Good patience. Okay, they would rather get hit by the Gordo than the hammer. You know, very good tactical execution there from Fusky, making sure, you know, you gotta take sacrifices sometimes. I'd rather take a small one than a big one.
Yeah, not a bad outlook there, and that seems to be the approach that's being taken as well. But meanwhile, we got Arsene out in full swing. But did I say that? Must have been the win. Nope, that wasn't me, because, yup, no, definitely no Arsene, right? Am I right? No Arsene.
I want to talk about a full swing. That hammer getting rid of the stock that had it, though.
Yeah, no Arsene to be found nowhere. No for just gameplay. And check it out, we got quite a bit of gameplay here coming out from Fusky, as now they have themselves in the tied stock count, and they're trying to do what they can to lead the second stock as soon as possible. Now we got Arsene on a full swing, even gets an out smash after the down gun, and going to be shaping up in the neutral pretty nicely. He gets the parry, goes for the fair one in the up smash, and instead gets a dash attack, which is going to send the Gordo right back to sender and close out the second stock, and Boogie Toiku on the last stock for this game.
I think the Rebels guard, specifically in this matchup, really shows the fallacies of a slow-moving projectile like Gordo. Because, you know, if your opponent has a lot of time to react to it, they absolutely can. The thing is, when they're at the ledge, they don't have a lot of space to react to it. But again, Fusky getting these Arsene meters filled up super early on these stocks because of the slow projectiles that Rebels guard. Super telling, super important.
That's right. It's going to be very important to be maintained. And meanwhile, we have both of these two players shaping up. We have Fusky going for an F smash. No setup, no nothing. Just a good ass read on that air dodge. That's what I like to see.
We're going to game 3, my friend, and you know, I think it's a great turnaround for Fusky. I'm seeing a 2-stock in their favor now, as opposed to the game 1 2-stock. In Hitoikun's favor. Again, this is our, I believe, 3rd game 3 of the evening. We're 3 for 3 on those sets.
Yeah, we are 3 for 3 on those 3 matches for all 3 of these games. We got the that would be like a good lottery roll if you're playing a slot right now. I don't know how much would that be worth. No clue, but we got some.
I'm not old enough to gamble, so I don't know.
I don't know either, but it looks like they're going to have to gamble everything they got right now in order to pull out in front. And winners round 2, final game of this set on Final Destination. You can tell this is the Hitoikun counterpick. I would say it's the best stage for Demon. What do you think?
They tend to struggle against other projectile users, though. And Arsene giving that Aegon is definitely a little bit scary for Fusky to deal with, or for Hitoikun to deal with. But I gotta admit to you, Joker having this much mobility against a character like DDD, who really doesn't have all that much, makes it a lot more difficult for DDD to do a whole lot. So I'm inclined to disagree. I think in some matchups it definitely works, but in others, I think DDD tends to struggle on the stage a lot.
Yeah, most likely could struggle on the stage, and we're kind of seeing that now, but at the same time, Hitoikun is able to hold his own, even gets a good read on Fusky's option with a down tilt to close out the first stock, and now is going to be up in 1 stock for this last game, but not too far off. We have Fusky dealing 126% damage so far in Hitoikun's 3rd stock. Check it out. We got a pretty good setup from Hitoikun, but guess who's here? Take a while, guess who's here? It's the Red Funny Ghost Man himself to close out the 2nd stock, but are we going to be able to see that? It looks like we got a forward tilt so far, putting Hitoikun at an additional percent up to 143. But now we have Fusky at 93%, so Hitoikun's doing a good job at deterring most of these attempts at closing out the first stock.
I think right now the thing that's giving Toy-kun the advantage is the fact that they realize that Fusky's going to be the one who has to be the approacher as long as Toy-kun maintains this lead. And they're kind of just working around Fusky and making Fusky approach, run into Gordo, run into these hammers.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be a lot of what I'm noticing as well.
It's this defensive play right now from Hitoy-kun that's giving them the advantage.
Right, but here we go. Here comes our Sam once again. Twice within the single stock, and at 126, and Aegon is going to be landing on Hitoy-kun to put him up to 200 plus with that additional chip damage. But still, no first stock lost on Hitoy-kun. They are going in a full-on survival mode right now. Look! Even the Nair is going to be bouncing the Gordo right back to the sender. But that sender is still going to be hanging on at 232%, going up to 241 with the dash attack from Fusky as well. 244 with the guns! And I'm calling it right now. We will not see anyone live past that percent. 244, that's the cap right there.
Man, dude, Fusky just got so desperate for that stock. And they did a lot of damage towards the end there, but they weren't able to land a solid hit. They were playing too aggressively, swinging too hard. And Fusky, on their last stock right now, is evidence that playing desperate isn't always the option when you're behind.
Yeah, ain't no way anybody's going to live past that percent tonight. I'm calling it. I am calling it here, but right now we got pretty low percents now for the both players, but it's starting to go up a little bit, and I think our sense starting to take note of that too, as Fusky's now sitting at 59%. The big man himself decides to show up here to deal out some additional damage to Hitoy-kun, but instead is going to be met with an up air at the ledge, but a good down gun to reflect the Gordo is going to be for some good damage as well. But now at 112, up tilt. Well, Mario up smash is going to be closing out. Third game for Hitoy-kun, man. Great third game for Hitoy-kun, I gotta say.
Dude, it was Fusky getting way too desperate at the end there. That was the main issue, I think. You know, they were like, oh, I have Arsene, I gotta use it. Or they were like, oh, man, you know, he's off stage, I gotta go attack him. Meanwhile, Hitoy-kun's like, all right, he's coming to me. I'm just gonna throw out Gordo. I'm just gonna throw out my forward air. You know, I'm gonna put options between me and him so that whenever he approaches haphazardly, he's gonna get hit by it.
Right. And I think, I mean, that just seems to be a pretty good flow chart to have. It seems to have worked out pretty well for him, I would say.
I don't even think it's really a flowchart thing. It's really more so of just, I'm reading your approaches. You have to approach me. Like, Joker can't not approach DDD whenever DDD has a lead. It was more along the lines of, oh, you're coming? Let me throw out an attack and snuff out your approaches. If Joker can't get your hands on it and on DDD, you can't win.
Nope. That's, I mean, like, some people have a win condition. That right there is definitely a lose condition. Is not approaching your opponent as Joker.
Right.
But now it looks like we got our next match here coming up. I can't remember them by face, so I'm going to see if I can recognize them on the Twitch stream. The Twitch stream does have higher quality videos, so let me peep that for a second. That's definitely Reflex that we got over there, but Kuniho is going to be a bit of a new face and a new name from what I see in the bracket. I don't think I've seen that name before. So we're going to see how they shape up. Reflex, I'm sure you've seen and played, seen and heard of Reflex before. What do you think about Reflex?
Yeah, I like Reflex.
What do you think about the Shulk?
Dude, Shulk's cool.
Do you have any Shulks in your region? I don't know if you mentioned that already.
Well, I will tell you that Bonk has a Shulk secondary, but other than that, we have Knight, and that's the legit only one I've heard of from my region. Shulk is a very underrepresented character in Tri-State, and
yeah, it's
anytime
not
I see
just
a Shulk,
Tri-State.
I get giddy.
Yeah, not just Tri-State, dude. I'll tell you that for sure. Definitely not just Tri-State, where there's a little bit of underrepresentation for these characters, but we do have Reflex, who's definitely repping the Shulk loud and proud, and lately has been doing some pretty good performances for himself. I remember he actually got top 8, I think it was like 2 or so weeks ago, and then there was even the pilot program that was like immediately following Smash Reach, where a lot of the top talent was, you know, kind of out of it after such a crazy night of high-level gaming against other players from out of state, and Reflex actually showed up to the tournament that immediately followed afterwards and ended up winning. So, definitely not.
I was gonna say, we weren't expecting this pit, I don't think, from Kumiho, but I think this is gonna be a telling match because frame 1, Reflex used the Monado Art invincibility to have an arrow go right through him.
Yeah, so there is definitely a lot of character knowledge that Reflex is more than ready to show off here. And like you said, those iframes is definitely one example of that. But here we go. We got Kumiho actually doing a pretty good job at keeping up so far. So far, not so bad for this new guy in the block here. But Reflex has the Buster Monado out. Tries to go for the up air. Gets it the second time around. Switches to the Smash Monado to try and get a second one. But instead gets a forward tilt. And that Smash Monado power-up is going to be more than enough to take his stock at center stage.
I'm loving how fast Reflex is switching these arts through. They are using every art every second to constantly put pressure on their opponent and mix up whatever the setup is going to be. At any given moment, you know, they're waiting for their arts to refresh, and whenever they run through their arts this quickly, they all come back at around the same time, and they can keep that sequence going. And look at this. I mean, you know, Bunny hops right over with the back air out of, you know, putting up the smash art, going out with the jump. I mean, Reflex is playing a very high tempo show compared to what I'm used to.
I mean, he's kind of going nuts right now. Look it out.
Yep. And there's the first shield art of the set as well. Shield art is a really good option for getting out of long combos, and some kill options that are multi-hits, such as the up smash, the F smash maybe as well. It's a good thing to use to land as well. It's a very strong option. And it just helps Shulk cheat sometimes.
It kind of, yeah, I'm like, not gonna lie, like, it's a very unique toolkit that Shulk has to work with, but it is sometimes less unique more so than it is straight cheat code mode or something. Like, it can definitely put you in some jank situations for the opponent to have to put up with.
Yeah, man. And hey, look, this tempo from Reflex is giving it such that whenever he pulls out the smash art, his opponent has very little time to react to it. He's able to get these stocks like at 100 every time, just because his positioning is so good constantly.
Oh yeah, that's what it's looking like. Just very good position.
There it is.
There
see?
We go. Yup. Smash Monado up smash. He's gonna be closing up the first game. And once again, man, it's that very proficient knowledge with very proficient application of every single part of the toolkit. Look at that. Boom, boom. Up to 75. Make that switch. Get that out smash. Get that first game on the board. That's how we do it down here. That was great.
Yeah, I think it's the unorthodox character pick of Shulk combined with the very, very unorthodox tempo of Reflex that's so important. You know, it's not so much the knowledge of the character that's giving him the advantage here. It's the fact that Kumiho's always on that back foot because of just how aggressive Reflex has been playing 24/7 in this matchup, and we are going to be seeing the Lilat Cruise counter pick coming out in full force.
That's right, the first Lilat pick for the night. Definitely a rare pick. Do they run this in your region? I don't know if I asked that before.
Nope.
They don't run this at all.
In Tri-State, except for New York, it is banned right now in the Collision and the No Pop Tournaments rule sets.
Very interesting. Well, we do get a little bit experimental with our rule sets every so often down here. We do, in fact, still run Lilats, so get it while you can, Lair. It's a bit of a rare character pick, and a bit of a unfortunate SD that we have here coming up from Kumiho. But still a great job getting that string to rack up that additional damage to 73%, and Reflex is still going to be hanging on, but sustaining a considerable amount of damage.
Yeah, I think Kumiho coming down quick from the Halo platform and getting that combo while Buster was so active was super telling, because whenever Buster's active, not only does Shulk deal extra damage, he also takes extra damage. Kumiho used that in spades and is able to get that matchup from a pretty big deficit to a pretty close disadvantage.
That's correct. And I mean, yeah, it's definitely true where, like, I always think that, like, there'll be so many instances where someone will SD like that, and, you know, they'll be down a stock, and then all of a sudden they just wake up and then just get this great string. But at the same time, it's like, you know, that could have been a great string that put you in the lead instead of catch-up work, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So we just saw it there for a second. Something we hadn't talked about with Smash Art 2. Again, Smash Art deals extra knockback, but you also take extra knockback, and that makes some combos that are ordinarily true not so much anymore. And
right.
I gotta admit, I really don't want to see Kumiho use the upper dash arm off stage anymore.
Yeah, because, I mean, there it is once again, and it does not seem to be panning out very well.
Yikes!
Yeah, 67% on the board, and on the other end of things, we have Reflex not wasting any time piling on this percentage. I mean, it looks like a tight game until you recognize that a 2-stock loss to the SD, and it's not looking too hot for Camino right now. Potentially on their winner's round at the moment, or winner's stock, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they need to play darn near perfect at this percent when your opponent has 2 stocks left.
That's right. So we still have a little bit of neutral left to play out before things could potentially go south here for Camino. The shield Monado is going to be losing itself there, but the speed Monado is going to be coming out, trying to potentially get a couple of arrows. There we go. We got the forward air on Camino, and Reflex is going to be doing a bit of edge guarding with the jump. Monado gets the down air and gets the 2-0 win in winner's round 2. Great stuff there.
Change the future.
With a sour spot down air, no less. Not even the spike. That happens a little bit closer to the hilt. But hey, man, using their disjoints well, you know, catching the hang off the ledge, and the lack of iframes that Camille had. Maybe they jumped off ledge last second. I'm not sure. It happened so fast. But Reflex is a very impressive shulk in terms of, I guess I would say, my lack of good shulk experience, you know, watching them. But having a shulk that plays at that tempo the entire match is downright terrifying. And with how fast they shuffle between all of their arts, it is super good for Reflex to keep moving that fast. Man,
yeah.
Dude, that's hella impressive. Good shit, Reflex.
Yeah, it's a good momentum to have, and you can see there that it pays out very well. But speaking of good momentum, it seems like we're going to be having 2 players that are very good at keeping good momentum, not just in their gameplay, but in their bracket results as well. It looks like in the corner of the screen, yeah, I think that's Scar that I'm seeing here. Nope, that's going to be Passion. Passion stepping up to the plate, going up against Jinx over on the other end of the screen. And yeah, both of these 2 players are ones that I'm pretty big fans of. They do great for themselves in these SAK tournaments.
Absolutely. Passion's not someone I really get to watch too often, but it's always a pleasure whenever they're on stream. And of course, Jinx, you know, one of the most aggressive Wii Fits to ever do it. But lately, I've been seeing Jinx pick up and put down a lot of characters, mainly the Peach lately. So I'm excited to see if we do see the Peach in bracket at all today, or if we're going to see something else. I'm not sure, but Jinx always keeps me on my toes as well as their opponents. So I'm quite interested to see how this turns out.
Sure thing. No, I agree with that completely. I'm interested to see what Jinx ends up going with, because like you mentioned, it's been a lot of Peach. It's been a lot of there's been one other character that's not Peach, and I don't know why I'm blanking on the name, but it's one other character that I've been seeing. Definitely a lot of experimentation coming out from Jinx, as well as with Felix as well. If you don't mind, though, I'll go ahead and grab some water before we get started with this game, and I'll be back in just a second.
Sounds good to me, man. I'll hold it down. How's my favorite Twitch chat doing, huh? You guys okay? Bayo? I don't think it's Bayo. I'm pretty sure it's somebody else. But I think it is a girl. I think you're on the right train there. I'm not certain, however. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Jinx is always somebody who really likes to, you know, go hard in the paint at all times. Especially with a character, you know, like the Wii Fit, who isn't always cut out for that sort of tempo. Jinx does a really good job of making it work fine. But if we are going to be seeing the Peach come out, I'm excited to see how much it's improved over the course of a couple of days, actually weeks, since I've seen it played. But no, it will be the Wii Fit going up against the Passion Enderman. And I gotta be real, block is going to be important for our main man Passion in this matchup too. You know, try to put some distance between themselves and Jinx, as well as funnel Jinx approaches to a degree that that Passion could deal with.
Right. Yeah, I actually sat down just in time to get the fist bump, so I'm right on time to get us started here for this first match. Starting off from PS2, as we do, Jinx versus Passion. Starting up now in winners quarterfinals. Still a best of 3, but it's going to be a damn good one. I already know how it is. So let's get that good down here powered up by the deep breathing. And deep breathing is definitely something that Jinx is very adept at using. Definitely takes, you know, the best aspect of Wii Fit's toolkit, I gotta say, which will be deep breathing, and makes it one heck of a thread for the entire scene. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, we know the thing about Jinx is they like to play forward 24/7. We rarely see camping come out from Jinx at all.
That's
and
right.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Whenever that deep breathing's active, it just keeps that point in the front of your head. Oh my God, he's gonna rush me down. He has this extra mobility, all this stuff. It is insane what Jinx can do.
Yeah, it's the word of the day. It's perpetual. My man just keeps it up through and through from beginning till the end. And meanwhile, we have Passion that plays a little bit of a spacey variant of Steve, not necessarily camping, but also not necessarily rushing down. And we're getting some good call-outs there with the redstone minecart to take the first stock of this set. Even getting some good shield pressure in as well. But Jinx is going to be pushing through, trying to close out this stock that Passion on Enderman is going to be maintaining at 147. Solid strength from Passion. The equally good retaliation there from Jinx. Tries to go off stage, does so. Even gets the forward air at the last second. The third hitbox, that one with the little toesies at the end, is going to be landing and getting a stage spike to tie up. And we have a pretty comedic number on Jinx's score right now, only for a moment. But Passion's going to be doing a great job of piling on some additional damage. And now we got ourselves a tied stock count per player.
Yeah, and tied percents at this point as well. Jinx not letting these a little bit of an advantage that Passion had at the beginning of this match go to the wayside. And they actually are just right now layering on this pressure.
Yeah, you saw that soccer ball?
Throwing out
That
these
was
projectiles.
That soccer ball was worrisome for Passion, I can only imagine. But here we go. Good forward throw at 120%. Jinx is now sitting. Oh, and a forward air right through the dirt block, man. That was a solid call out right there.
Hitting Jinx down to the dirt after that one. But there's a near one to back air from Jinx.
Yeah.
What an answer.
What an excellent response, and now the deep breathing is going to be active. Not too far away from tying up the game. As a matter of fact, just did so with an up throw. With an equally good response there from Passion, the anvil to back air is going to be a solid string, putting less than 15%. Forward throw is going to be putting Jinx off stage once again, but a good air dodge to avoid the grab, but only to be met with a solid string and forward throw right off the other side. What the heck was that? And what the heck is this? And what the heck am I watching now, Larry? This is going haywire all of a sudden.
So, okay, I will say that fire actually hit that
hit the soccer ball and knocked him back on stage,
right into Jinx. Got Jinx back on stage.
Yeah.
Jinx swung out of it with a back air.
Yes.
And you know, Jinx was looking to finish out that stock with the double down air. The thing is, though, Jinx wasn't ready to mash out of the minecart. And at that high percent, yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate for Jinx to end the game that way. But
yeah, that
hey,
first game's still
take
unballistic,
those.
though. I take those. I'm like, yeah, everyone can speak for themselves, but I will graciously take that. That was a good first game.
Right, we saw that spike going through the dirt block as well. That's a really crucial thing to keep in mind. That you know, despite being able to put up those blocks, Steve does have access to destroys that can go through them anyway.
Right, still able to push through regardless. And here we go on to the second game. Patch is going to be taking the first one. Is currently going to be in the lead, and Jinx is going to say, hey, how about we take the battlefield this time? So let's see how that switches things up for him here.
And look, we're right back to unorthodox ways to play these characters. Such as, you know, this Steve that very rarely camps and is constantly playing aggressive, close to their opponent at all times, racking up this damage, you know, catching any bad spots. But on top of that, the issue, the one fallacy with this character is that they don't have iron on deck for very long, and they don't often get stronger tools.
That is very much worth noting there as well, because it could be something that does make some very considerable difference here. But right now, we still have somewhat. Well, now it seems like Jinx is pushing out in front in terms of the stock, in terms of the percentage. I mean, still even stocks. However, good job from Passion though, stuffing out the neutral B with the block placement, and now he's gonna be getting himself a tech to keep him in just a little bit longer. Good tech there from Passion. Great awareness. We're going to be getting a forward throw to put Jinx off stage once again. Does seem to be pretty consistent at doing so as well. The TNT is just seconds away from igniting, but they're both going to be out of the way just in time. Did you see that soccer ball, though? Still active and almost came swinging back at the sender.
Yeah, but here's the thing about high-level players like Jinx. Sometimes it only takes a couple of minutes to have the download on an opponent. That game 1, you know, Jinx looked kind of lost for a second. They got, you know, brought it back a little bit towards the end, but right now they're doing a good job of maintaining a steady tempo and a good lead right now against Passion. And, you know, if this set continues with, you know, the wind at Jinx's back like this, it could be going in their favor.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think here as well. But here we are, one stock ahead. We got Jinx here, but at 144, it's kind of up in the air how long he's going to be able to maintain that lead for. The TNT is ignited. Good block on the up smash. That is one thing that catches a lot of people for a loop. Sometimes it'll be where they unleash the up smash a little bit early to where it'll catch like an air dodge, for instance, when you land on the platform, you'll still get hit. So that was good on Jinx to land just in time to meet that up smash with his own shield. But at 144, going up to 150, another fourth was going to be sending Jinx off stage. Not a very good option for taking stocks, but a very good option for setting up for offstage shenanigans, and that's kind of what we're seeing right now with the cart in tangent with the... Oh my goodness! What? Wait, that is the first time I've ever seen a down tilt from Enderman Steve take a stock. That's kind of nuts.
Well, surprise, it's actually pretty good at doing that at absurdly high percents like the ones that Jinx was at.
Yeah, what the heck? That is news to me right there. That was very interesting to see.
Right, but something worth noting right now is that Passion does have gold tools on deck, so their mining and their attacks will be faster, but Jinx putting that argument to bed right away, and we do have diamond tools out now, which are a little bit faster, but do a lot of damage and hits done.
This is the Steve equivalent of an Arsene.
I'd say yeah, and it's also like a wing that doesn't go away for a long time either.
Exactly.
Right, and that gold being out means that we're going to be getting powered rails for a while as well. But Jinx doesn't matter to them none, already throwing on the smackdown and the pressure.
That's right, a really good pressure, I gotta say as well.
Yeah, everywhere that Passion is, Jinx is also, and my goodness, they're doing a lot of damage right now. You know, going blow for blow with Passion. However, that stock advantage is making it almost a non-factor, the damage that Jinx is sustaining.
That's right, and here we are. Last stock potentially for Passion on this game is still up a game, but you know, if you can stay up on the set count, if you can stay up on the stock count, you always want to be able to do so. But right now, Jinx is doing a great job at keeping themselves in the lead here on this second stock. But Passion is doing a pretty great job at setting up for a lot of edge guards like he usually does. Here we are. Goes for the forward throw. Once it's this forward throw, man. But here we are. Now we're going to be shaking up instead with an up throw. So a little bit of a shake up here.
Taco, I don't know if you noticed, that pickaxe is gone.
Yeah, pickaxe is completely deleted right now. And yeah, Jinx is not going to give him an opportunity to craft another one. Look at that. Forward throw.
And that's a service ace from Jinx.
That's right.
Let's try it together.
Forward throw to close out that stock. Good stuff. Really good stuff. There you go. There it is. That was nice.
Yeah, watch it in that high definition.
So let's get the super high fall replay on that.
It seems like Jinx has fully adapted their opponent at this rate as we head into Game 3 here. And I think Jinx's game plan is more or less the correct way to play against a Steve like this. Stay up close and personal to them. You know, Steve has some awkward ways of being a disadvantage, and by that I mean they don't tumble very much. They're always stanced up, so that means they are usually a larger target to connect with. And you know, just keep that damage coming, keep them in disadvantage, keep them from being on the ground and able to mine, and you can find yourself in a very good position to win.
That's right, you can find yourself in that pretty soon here, but at the same time, right now they don't really seem to be providing too much of an opportunity for that here. We have Passion doing a little bit of mining, trying to make sure they keep their materials up. It seems like that was a little bit of an issue towards the end of that second game, like you pointed out there with the pickaxe. So they're definitely making precautions to make sure that's not an issue this time around.
Yeah, man, and I gotta be real. I definitely think the amount of damage and the pace at which Jinx was doing it last game really left an impression on Passion, because right now they're playing a lot more defensively and with a lot more of a emphasis on whenever Jinx is away from me, I shall mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to notice here as well. Good stuff here, though. Oh, and a good read as well, though, from Jinx to close out the first stock in pretty good fashion, too. Solid read on the land and the roll as well.
Right, I don't know if that was a read. I think Jinx still expected their opponent to be in front of them, but that hitbox is so wide that it caught the roll anyway.
Yeah, really good call out. And now we have Jinx trying to go for a jab string, instead gets met with an up smash as a excellent response from Passion to tie at the stock count at a 49% deficit. And now that the gold tools basically make this character a Shoto, making up the percent makes it pretty doable, I feel like.
I gotta be real with you. I would have been more ready to see the powered rail come out as opposed to the gold tools. I think they kind of want those materials a little bit faster because they realize Jinx isn't going to give them an inch to actually start mining. But I mean, these fast attacks are working. You see a lot of percent adding up right now. But you know what? Just pretend I never said anything. I think Passion's doing a great job.
He's like, on second thought, we're chilling. Pretty tight game. As we're both in the second slot with an excellent up smash though from Passion to move one of a little bit further ahead. The TNT is going to be active, but not going to blow up just yet. 3, 2, 1, boom! And a good air rush is going to be closing out the stock and keeping Passion on the second one at 89%, but Jinx is not going to be wasting any time trying to tie this up.
Yeah, I like Passion's current layout right now. I think they should keep their tools the way they are, not build any new ones until that next stock comes out. Because, it will be soon. Even if you have to use your fists and punch, keep that diamond handy. And there it is. Passion waiting for an option to get that minecart out and try to keep Jinx away from them. They do have diamond tools on deck, though, and powered rails at that, but that is gone in the blink of a flicker.
Yeah, that was a really quick way for Jinx to go and tie it up, but now Passion, did Passion get the diamond tools already, or it doesn't look like it really matters, because either way they are putting these tools to work. Check it out, 66% on the board, but a good response from Jinx.
Down air, go for the double.
2 down airs in a row, but the second one's not going to spike, and Jinx is still going to be in this game, as is Passion with a pretty tight last stock situation and a last game situation as well for both of these teams.
Oh, yeah, and I was going to say,
this
is where it gets real scary for Jinx, because if you whip once, you're eating the next match.
And that he did, and Passion is going to be taking it 2-1 over Jinx.
If Jinx put a little bit more charge on that F smash right at the end there, that shield would have popped.
Oh, yeah. So, honestly, it wasn't even that bad of an idea in retrospect, but it is a very committal one and a very punishable one as well, and Passion wasted no time in taking advantage of that situation.
Yeah, I think the angled up shield from Passion actually saved them there as well. Sustained a little bit fewer, a little bit less damage on that shield. So,
right.
Hey, man, that was good play from both players, but the Steve from Passion is going to be putting them over the edge, and they're going to be advancing to the next round. But on stream now, we're going to have Frost versus Seabass. And while you break that down, Taka, I'll be right back. I got to grab some water, too.
No problem. Frost versus Seabass. I definitely, we do get to see Frost just about every local, very, very frequently seen Frost player, and for good reason, too. Super prominent within our scene, has been performing very well for himself, did participate in AZSL as well, and it was great to see him on there as well. AZSL was definitely a series that was meant to showcase a lot of our top talent within the state, and if we were to be calling out people to participate in an event like that, Frost would definitely be on that list. And to my recollection, also, so I'm thinking we do always see Frost in the Crom. That's basically the character at this point that's synonymous with Frost, but also does play Roy. So I'm trying to think against a character pick like Snake, what we might be seeing. Because on the other end, we do have Snake being played by Seabass. Basically, 1 out of 2 snakes that I know from this state. We don't get a lot of snakes over here. I know there's a good number of them in New Mexico, and I think SoCal even has a good number of snakes as well. But over here in Arizona, those are a little bit scarce over on this end. So it'll be very interesting to see Seabass on the stream setup once again for the first time in a good while. I wouldn't say it was the first time in forever, but a good minute since I've seen Seabass at a tournament. So great to see him here performing nonetheless. And we won't have to wait.
And
very
I've
long
never
before we
seen
see
Seabass at a tournament.
Yeah, yeah. This will be your first introduction. So hopefully he'll be able to make a one banger of a set here coming up next.
Here's hoping, my friend. But they have no lacking of a difficult opponent in Frost, who is going to be squaring off against them. And Frost is nothing if not consistent. Always at least places top 4 at these events. And, you know, this could be their night to win, as Schroeder is not in attendance. So they might have a free shot of heading forward if they could just get past Felix tonight. But we don't want to sell Seabass short. They could definitely do a lot to take the dub here.
That's right. It'll be great to see how this pans out in just a minute. I think this dude's controller is stuck in the keychains. That's pretty fun. But also unfortunate.
It happens, man.
It does happen.
I've seen worse things happen.
Like what?
Dude, okay, so one time, this dude accidentally grabbed the wrong controller out of frustration, put it in his bag, and then the dude who was like, hey, that was my controller, he went to open his bag because he was frustrated. He ripped the zipper off of his bag. So they had to spend like 20 minutes like prodding that thing with a pencil because they didn't have like a knife or something to, you know, cut it open, get the controller out. But yeah, it was crazy.
That is so funny though. I just imagine like this dude was like literally just trying to leave, and
yeah,
almost just left with the dude's
and he had to
controller.
stay there for an extra 20.
That's so fun.
Yeah, but yeah, hey man, he and that guy talked for a while. They became friends. And, you know, every time I see him at tournaments now, I just see him playing friendlies together.
Epic. That's the story of you and Bonk? Is that how that happened? No.
No, that's definitely not true. I'm not that much of an idiot to grab the wrong controller. And Mr. Pro Guides himself definitely isn't either.
Really? Be honest, Laird.
But
and you can be honest.
Yo.
Have you ever raced with this game?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Like at a tournament or like just like at home or?
Yeah. I used to have a little bit of an issue, you know, with getting mad at events. Like never to the extent of like breaking things or like trash talking people. I've never ever once like trash talked out of frustration, or, you know, said anything out of pocket. I think the worst I ever did is one time I was on stream and I smacked my fist into the table that the switch that was on, and the switch popped out of the thing mid-set on stream. So yeah, that caused some issues.
You know what's so funny is
But,
that
like,
I had a similar experience to that, but it wasn't because I was raging, but the TO definitely thought I was. Like I lost like a close ass set, and it was like game 5, and I like went for the fist bump and everything, and I knocked my knee on the table. And the TO looks at me, he's like, hey, you know, they get like to try and like get me like back to my senses. And I'm like, wait, yo, no, chill. I like knocked it completely on accident. It was so funny. The TO thought that I was actually good. But here we go. Oh my goodness, imagine almost dying at 0. Yeah, I would have rated that. I would have died to that, but here we are. Winners quarterfinals. On this other end, we have Frost versus Seabass getting started right now, and it is off to one heck of a start. Yeah, Frost making an explosive first doctor on Seabass. Only 18% sustained.
I think Snake's got the worst disadvantage state of any top 10 character.
Yeah, kind of crazy how they're still top 10 with such an insanely bad disadvantage. But here goes Seabass going for an offstage spike, but is enough to spook Frost out of the entirety of the stock, and only 1% deficit is on Seabass's end right now.
That was definitely a miscue from Frost, but they're doing a good job of holding down the landing zone, not letting Frost, or excuse me, not letting Seabass get a foot back on stage uncontested.
That's true.
I definitely think that falling up air, hitting the C4, or excuse me, the grenade rather, was meant to actually deter Seabass from hitting. And yep, there it is, the jab, but not going for the Jer, instead opting to punish with an F smash. Frost is all over Seabass's game.
That's what I'm seeing here as well. Great stuff here so far from him. But now we have Seabass on the last stock for this game. Trying to go for a couple of setups, but as you can see, Frosty's more than content to just wait it out, wait for him to finish up so he can get his boots back in there.
Yeah, but hey, these grenades are really making it difficult for Frost to, you know, maintain this pressure uncontested. So that's putting a lot of damage back on, and there's an up tilt to take that stock early.
Yeah, and despite all this aggro and great gameplay coming out from Frost, he's only up 42% on his last stock, and look at that down air alone just about tied up the game. Goes for the air smash, isn't quite going to be able to get it. And now this last stock for both these two players in the first game is starting to heat up quite a bit. What do you say?
Oh yeah, I mean, now we see Frost at a pretty big deficit. You know, I mean, they still have a little bit of a lead, but right now, it definitely seems like Seabass is getting what they want to come out, whereas Frost is not able to do so.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that here, because it does seem to be a little bit of an issue, but now, going off stage for the side being a key to edge guard, isn't quite going to be able to get it just yet, and Frost is going to find himself back on stage at a 139% deficit. The down B read is coming out from Seabass, and look at that, he even got the out tilt for insurance, just in case that wasn't quite enough.
I think Seabass, right at the end of that match there, used the explosion of the grenade at center stage, like the smoke from it, to hide him placing the C4. You see that?
Yeah, very subtle there, and it's definitely something that is going to be important for Frost to keep noted. He even caught it at all. Like you said, it was very blinking or missing thing, but Frost is definitely not one to miss a lot of things, if you know what I mean. Definitely he's very good at catching on to a lot of gameplay styles and little quirks to people's characteristics with characters, and applies it very well. I mean, that's kind of what allows Frost to perform at this level, is just either that or just knowing how to rush down extremely well. In the meantime, we see Seabass going for a bit of a rush down option, going for a really early KO with that forwarder like we saw there, but not going to be able to take it just yet. With this Town and City pick, should be pretty good for Frost on this second game.
These constant grenade pulls from Seabass are super impressive. You know, no matter where they are, they can hit a Z drop, you know, with it. They can pull another one out and have it dropped immediately. I mean, this movement is super good. It's really laying down the Tropic Thunder and making sure Seabass can't approach, or excuse me, Frost can't approach if they want to.
That is definitely true here. And we have Seabass getting back onto this top platform here. On the right side is going to be going for was trying to kind of look for an option to get in, but it looks like Frost was more than ready to catch it, as you saw there. He finished it off with the back here to close out the first stock, and at 92% though, Seabass does have a couple of options available to him to tie up this game.
I think this counter pick, you know, allowing Frost to go here was a pretty bad idea, because Crom and Roy definitely kill on this stage a lot earlier than most other stages.
Yeah, they got a lot off of this pick for sure.
Yeah, whereas Snake likes to kill off the top, and, you know, the stage sits rather low on the stage. You know, or in the box, rather. So that ceiling's a lot higher up than it usually is.
Right, and for that reason, we're probably going to be seeing Frost go for an option like that pretty soon here. But at 153%, again, I'm not too sure how much longer Frost can hold on for it, though. I gotta say, at 153, still hold on to 3 stocks is pretty impressive.
Yeah, but, you know, Seabass looking to go to another deficit of a stock. Yep, 3-1 right now, and I think Frost is looking for some cheese right now. I think he might be looking for the ether to take that stock early, but you know, Seabass is now the one who's going to be playing the harder game, because a lot of Snake's kit really utilizes the fact that Snake is so heavy and those grenades are such good combo breaker options that Snake uses them to trade with their opponents and ultimately win the damage war. But now in this position, Snake has to play a lot more safe as this damage adds up on this last stock. It can get very dangerous very quickly.
It most definitely does so. But right now we're going to be seeing a jump B going to be combining together to put Seabass at 136%. But there's that grenade, or I think that was a C4 actually that connected. But now an up smash is going to be closing out the second stock and tying up the stock count with dang. That percent deficit is going to be a huge one for Seabass to have to make up for if he does plan to potentially close it out in 2-0. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's going to be pretty dang hard to pull off.
Seabass with really good awareness to avoid all the pressure from those back airs that Frost is doing. But right at the end, yeah, you faltered a little bit in the defensive department, opting to recover high from the ledge. And yeah, that's going to get picked up immediately by Frost, and he's going to be there for the kill with that up air.
That's right. Really solid finisher there from Frost. But given that the first game was going to be won by Seabass, there is still one more match that we got to play out. Smashville, I gotta say, is definitely one of the better stages for Snake, I feel like. Especially like when you account for like C4, because C4 can hit you like through the platform, and you know, being able to play C4.
Yeah, so can those
like,
grenades actually.
Right, those grenades and the C4 are going to be very potent on that top platform there. A lot of use that you can get out of it on this stage, so it's going to be a great counter pick for Seabass. But right now, we're not going to get too much of an opportunity to place explosives, as Frost is kind of going in on this first stock here so far.
And, you know, it's going to be a war of attrition going forward for both these guys. I think the winner is going to be the one who has more stage control for longer and is able to maintain it.
That's right, and so far it does seem like Seabass is doing a pretty good job at keeping up with Frost, even making up for some of the neutral lost by getting those grenades to punch the aerials, for instance. I do think it's kind of interesting. Oh, good use of the down B though. I was gonna say it's kind of interesting that the grenades are still able to explode despite, you know, being a health item. But either way, Seabass is making use of every single part of the moves that you saw there. But Frost getting a good punish option is going to be tying the game right back up here.
Yeah, he recognized that Seabass was going to be wanting to close the distance with that dash attack. That's normally super hard to punish, but Frost put himself at a distance that Seabass would have to undershoot that in order for the F smash to connect. And hey, Frost did a good job of recognizing that, taking that stock in the process.
Yeah, really great job doing so. He's getting a little bit of a screen off of Seabass's own explosion, and Frost is definitely want to take advantage of every situation that's presented to him. Excellent use of punishing the Aether with the grenade held on the shield and falling up with the back air. There is all kinds of smart plays coming at you from Seabass, and this two-stock lead might not be a lead for so much longer if he keeps it up.
I am constantly impressed by how Seabass is cooking, dropping, picking up, and then throwing the grenades. You know, and pulling out new ones post haste, like just immediately, and constantly mixing up what they want to do with them, so that Frost has to think twice before they approach.
Right, and now we do have Seabass up a stock at the moment, but at 120 he's going to be sustaining an Aether full on here from Frost, who's now sitting on the potential winner's stock here. Seabass is doing a great job throughout this set. He's kind of taking advantage of a lot of the stuff that would normally be for Frost's benefit. There you go. Excellent use of the F tilt though.
Yeah, the unfortunate whiff of that up smash led to Frost being able to capitalize and take that stock. Frost definitely not out of this just yet. And yeah, that 23% off of one up B is definitely going to be huge for putting Frost back in this match.
That's right. That's going to be very important for Frost right now. I doubt that they're trying to go into losers as soon as quarterfinals, especially in a tournament like this where we mentioned Strutter's not going to be present, but instead we're going to get one of the best shakeups of the night in terms of bracket results, and Seabass is going to be taking a 2-1 over Frost.
Dude, okay, so Seabass there recognized that since Frost jumped off the ledge, it's going to be a regrab situation. That up smash already coming down in combination with the ability to hit that F smash. I mean, you know, perfect timing, execution, and now we see Frost going down to the loser side of bracket a lot earlier than we're used to.
Yeah, I would say that's probably one of the biggest upsets for the night. I'm actually not sure what Seabass was seeded for in the bracket. Let me go and check. Yeah, seeded 6th, and we have Frost, who was seeded for, let me see, their seed was 3rd place. So yeah, 6th place over 3rd is definitely not a upset in the bracket to sneeze at for sure. Great stuff here from the both of them, but Frost is going to be having to make a little bit of a loser's run. Meanwhile, let's say we're getting Passion back on the stream setup here.
Ooh, okay. You know, this mildly aggressive Steve is super fun to watch, so I'm definitely down to have them back on stream again. However, their opponent's Felix, and Felix is looking mad nice coming off of a second place victory at AZSL this past weekend in the finale bracket.
That is right. So still coming off the hot of that really great placement in the AZSL event. So there's a lot of momentum riding here on Felix going up against Passion, who we already saw did pretty good on the Steve pick. I wouldn't necessarily call the win over Jinx like that major of an upset, but still a notable win nonetheless, especially against someone as talented as Jinx is. So we're gonna have to see how Passion holds up against a player like Felix. I don't doubt though that Felix will be starting off with a bit of a interesting character pick. I can almost guarantee you that.
Start the battle.
Well, time will tell. I just didn't want to know who Frost is gonna play.
Or
Enderman.
Felix, yeah. I'm curious to see as well.
Fox. Enderman.
Oh, okay, going straight for the Fox.
Yep, cutting out that middleman and getting right into the best character in the arsenal of Felix. And, you know, I gotta be real. The fact that TK was impressed with the execution and ability for Felix to play this Fox well is very telling, because both these guys, I guess, don't like the stage right now.
Maybe not. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
I mean, I think they have their controls in.
Oh, they do. Yeah, I just saw both their tags. Oh, you know what it was? Okay, on Monday night, Schroeder and Felix had switched tags with one another to like troll the audience. They had switched tags and they had done reverse main. So that tag that you're seeing right there is actually Schroeder's tag.
Got it. That makes sense.
Let me actually, let me confirm that real quick. Oh, actually, it looks like Felix and Passion went Game 5 in a grand reset at the Gaming Zone last week. So this is actually a matchup that has been seen already at another location, but it'll be an interesting one to see unfold here tonight. And I mean, I already knew that Seabass was also a really good player, but just doesn't really attend all that much. But to be honest, it's really good. I'm more so surprised and pleasantly surprised to see that Seabass is holding up very well despite such a long absence. So that's always great to see.
Yeah.
And also is somewhat of a practice partner for Schroeder, so definitely does have high-level experience as well.
Man, I gotta be honest with you. I was super impressed with how consistently they were able to put up walls and keep putting them back up and mix them up all the time. I mean, epic.
Yeah, very, very epic.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, here we go. Round 1. This time it's for real, as we got Felix versus Passion in winner semifinals, best of 5 sets. Let's see how this goes down. Oh, good stream already though, coming out from Passion. You saw that? That was nice.
It's always nice. You know, Steve can really get a lot off of very little. There are some Steve players who are a little bit better at getting more strings than others. I actually, over in New Jersey, there's a Steve player named AK Fires who's been able to hit some of the dummiest custom combos I've ever seen that character pull off. So if you want to look up somebody who's really good at creating things on the fly, AK Fires is your guy.
Is that
that accidentally rhymed.
Yeah, that actually did rhyme. Look at that.
I'm the next Dr. Seuss.
The next Dr. Seuss is in the house, but so is this first stock for the set as Passion is pushing out in front, but at 113%, it doesn't look like he's going to be letting that slide for very long. Good air dodge, only being met with the cart. And yeah, there's a lot of great plays coming out from the both of these two already.
Those uppies off stage are very reminiscent from Felix. Very reminiscent of how they played this weekend against D-Rice. Trying to catch those balloons and put a wall between their opponent and the ledge, which is obviously where their opponent is trying to end up. So, hey man, if it works on one of your opponents, it could definitely end up working against others as well. At the very least, put some pressure on them off stage.
It very much could end up doing so, but right now, We still have an even game for the both of these two. Less than 100%, but getting close to it. We have Felix landing a solid string on Passion to close out the stock completely at 125% with an up smash to big follow up on that very excellently executed string there. Now we have...
Yeah, but good avoidance of that TNT at the ledge.
Yeah, it's going to be super important as well because I don't know, what percent does TNT take stocks at? I want to say it's like about now, wouldn't you say?
I think it depends on the hitbox. Because I do believe that move has multiple hitboxes.
That's true.
And I'm pretty sure that, you know, the closer you are to the center of the radius, and the closer you are getting hit by it to like the start of the explosion, the more damage you're gonna take. But I think for Fox, it'll be taken at like around this percent, maybe earlier.
Right, maybe a little bit earlier, but we'll have to see how it plays out now. As we still have one more. Whoops.
For the head.
I was like,
that's a back air taking that stock.
Right as I got it out, Felix said, "Don't worry about it. Wait, I got the stock right now." I was like, "Okay, cool."
Oh yeah. Wait, you were curious about that?
No, I was
Watch
just about
this.
to say. I was like, "We got one more stock on Passion." As he heads onto the ledge, and Felix says, "Yeah, I don't know about that one, bro. Let's just go to game 2." Good back.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff.
So let's talk about the possibility. All right, well, no counter picks coming out.
No,
but I want to talk about how good Felix has been lately at mixing up their aggression. You know, Fox is a character who you really do generally think pedal to the metal at all times. Not so for Felix. Felix is a lot better at just being like, all right, let me just jump in place for a little bit. Oh, your back's to me. Let me run up on you. But yeah, we're seeing the Larry Lure coming out from Felix.
Ooh, here it is, coming out in full swing. But right now, oh, let me actually. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we have a pretty funny number here on Felix's name as they land a jab string in an attempt to make up for the bit of a percent deficit that he has right now. Good job blocking the back air, because that is something that can trip up a lot of people. It's a surprisingly fast move, forward air and back air. Surprisingly fast, and they do hit hard as well.
Absolutely. I think this Yoshi story pick, you know, the triplets, is a good pick for Passion. However, I think Felix is a lot better on stages like this where they can use platform extensions to really get those up airs against landing opponents.
I would say so as well. Oh, here we go. The TNT is going to be ignited by the down smash. But all we're going to be needing is just one well-spaced up smash to put Passion in a one-stock lead right now. But at 104%, Felix is already doing everything that's needed to catch up in record time. But one thing that is worth noting is that Passion is at a little bit of a deficit on this counter pick because, as I'm sure you know, the stage picks for speed can matter in some ways, and it might not for most others. But right now, it seems like some good neutral is going to be what Passion needs to tie up the stock count and bring both players to one stock after one heck of a solid string, man. That was nice.
Yeah, that was really good for Passion, but Passion decided they would rather look cool than play safe. And you know what? I gotta respect it. Man after my own heart.
I respect it. I respect it profusely. And here we are, last stock situation for the both of these two. And Felix is going to be one stock away from taking it 2-0 to put himself another game on top of Passion. But Passion could tie up the set right now. Going into the next
Felix
game.
is kind of like, right now, SDing that Passion gave them a gift. And right now they're making full use of that, you know, little bit of breathing room. And yep,
there we go.
out of shield, punishing that jab or that F tilt. However you want to talk about it, it's the same move.
No, very excellent closeout.
That was awesome.
There. Very good closeout. Boom, solid up smash to close it out. I was going to mention, I was just going to touch on briefly, and we'll be seeing it here on this stage as well. Yoshi's Story and like Town and City and Smashville are not really the best stages for Steve because the materials that you're able to get from using your neutral B to mine does depend on like the material that the actual stage consists of. So like stages that are mostly wood, or I guess like wool on the Yoshi Story stage, are gonna put Steve at a bit of a deficit. Meanwhile, stages like Lilat that we're getting right now are gonna be very good because you're gonna be getting a lot more iron, which is just going to need a lot more strong tools on a consistent basis and a lot more access to minecarts amongst other things. But so far, we're getting off to a pretty neutral start for both these two. Passion is more so concerned about playing the neutral here against Felix, who's playing a pretty good game right now.
Yeah, the fact that Felix can maintain such close proximity to Passion at all times and engage and disengage at their pleasure is really, I don't know, it's a difficult thing for Steve to deal with specifically, simply because, you know, not having access to those tools is really difficult, but a really good usage of the up smash. Little known fact about these pressure plates after you throw out the TNT is that if you hit it with a move, it actually detonates.
That is true. This is very true.
So not the TNT itself, just the pressure plate.
Yeah,
you don't have to stand
specifically
on it yourself.
That's right. And here we go.
Also, going underneath the stage, you know, on a stage like Lilat is super crucial with an explosion like that.
Yes, that is very much true. That is a good point to make.
Right. Especially considering how janky Lilat's ledges are.
Yeah, it can
Like,
be
look,
it can suss you out pretty easily.
Yeah.
Alright.
But something I haven't seen Felix do yet also is that you can reflect those anvils coming down.
Yeah.
And they actually get sent for a lot of damage. But a nice weak hit dash attack into back air from Felix is going to be closing out that stock.
I guarantee you, worst comes to worst, we might be seeing that part of Fox's toolkit come out a little bit here from Felix. But right now, it seems that they're doing pretty well on their own without such options. But here, we got a little reflect on the cart, so there's a little bit of utility coming out with the down B. As Passion is starting to get into his last legs here for his winner side of bracket. Good recovery from Felix, but good response as well from Passion with that down tilt. Almost gets the forward smash to follow up on the up onto stage. Instead gets the up smash on that towards the edge of that platform there, and it's going to be bringing up this tied stock count once again. Pretty tight percent as well, as Passion is doing a great job of bringing us back. But Felix has managed to pull out this win twice in a row. Can he do it a third time? Or does Passion have a different game plan this time to bring it to a 2-1 score count?
Well, I will say they definitely have a different option right now in the fact that gold is here.
Yikes.
So powered rails are a possibility for the first time in the set. However, Felix is sticking to them like a musky leech.
Yeah, that is gonna do it. That I was gonna go on and say something else, but you know what? That Osman for the second time in a row is gonna do it for the set. He is gonna be pointed out 3-0 over Passion, sending Passion into the loser's end of the bracket. But you know, Passion making it all the way up to his winter semifinals. I know that they're a very talented Steve player, but you know, just being able to go up against Felix is a good experience to have as someone who's going to be up and coming soon. I know it.
You know, next on stream is going to be B-Rice versus Seabass. And I'm excited for this one. Haven't gotten to see B-Rice play yet, but B-Rice is coming off a third-place finish at AZSL.
Yeah, the first B-Rice set for the night as well. And I think the last time... Yeah, because they didn't go to the Monday tournament. So yeah, this is going to be our first time seeing him, like you mentioned, since AZSL. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. But you know, I'm equally looking forward to seeing more Seabass. I know we just saw Seabass like the previous round before this. But like I mentioned before, Seabass at a tournament, pretty rare sight. Despite having a lot of top player practice and despite being a very talented snake like you've seen, not a very common sight. And what's more so, even the character snake in general is not a very common sight within our region. So I'm a little bit excited to see how this plays out against a top player like B-Rice within our scene.
Now, I think Isabel Snake is kind of interesting because, like, that up smash can be pocketed, so can the Nikita, and so can the grenades. The grenades I probably won't be expecting to see, you know, outside of, like, maybe using the iframes to avoid the explosions or whatever.
Right.
But, like, that up smash mortar and the Nikita can be thrown back into rather powerful projectiles after the pocket boost comes out. But B-Rice, definitely a character or a player who likes to play super aggressive and up close, despite the fact that Isabel really doesn't generally play in that style.
Yeah, not really a common sight for a character like Isabel, but despite that, B-Rice is going to be rocking it pretty well. So far, so good for the both of these two. Seems like B-Rice is trying to find a good opportunity to close in. Seems to do so. Responds with a forward tilt, but now you got Seabass getting a dash attack into a grenade and even an up smash to catch a landing that was a little bit too close for B-Rice to be able to do so safely. And interesting interaction there with the down B with the Lloyd Rocket. It seemed like Seabass had like be out of that super soon and didn't really sustain too much damage from that one.
Yeah, I think it got triggered, and Seabass wasn't directly on top of it, so it didn't chain into itself really well. Something to that effect that happened. But, ooh, Seabass gonna live because of the C4. I thought they didn't have enough time to do that, but they proved me wrong. But now B-Rice has him off stage and up in the air again. And there's that jab into down smash. Something tried and true that B-Rice really likes to do when their opponent's at the corner of a platform or the ledge like that.
Yeah, very interesting there to see that play out. And now here we are, gets the Nikita in the middle of the nooch, which is very interesting to see. But here we go, we got the Nikita once again. Very interesting use of the Nikita. I feel like that's something that B-Rice might start to call out and start to pocket if it gets a little bit too predictable. You might even see that right now. Nope, not quite just yet. But still, good pressure, good job from Seabass utilizing the C4 to the fullest extent, tying up the stock count with only an 8% deficit.
And Seabass goes high, but unfortunately, they stick the C4 on the stage, not under their legs, and they're gonna, unfortunately, fall off stage and lose their stock early.
Oh no, that can't be good. But, I mean, I feel like Seabass has come back from a couple of deficits like this in the past, but against a character and a player who's so good at taking advantage of disadvantage from the other player's end, B-Rice is not going to be one to let that slide for free.
Absolutely not. And you can see B-Rice, you know, recognizing that they can play passively right now. They don't have to hang back right now, or they don't have to be too aggressive, honestly, all things considered. They can afford to just make sure their opponent can't do anything lethal at this rate.
Right, can't afford too many big mistakes if they want to keep themselves in this first game. Good follow with the up air, but it's not going to be dealing for too much damage right now. Good down throw, and really good back air, actually. That is not a get-up option punish that I see very often. Oh,
right.
There we go.
Unfortunate. B-Rice tried to use that pocket in Nikita from just a second ago to catch Seabass unaware. Seabass actually going off stage, but having that mortar there to cover.
Right, and 128% still going to be pulling out to the stock, but an up air catch from B-Rice is going to be closing out the first game of this set. And not a bad start here for Seabass. Despite being down a game, seems to be pretty adept at catching out a lot of these options. It just seemed like that unfortunate mishap with the lack of a down B available to recover off stage on that second stock was really the only thing holding him back for a much closer game and potentially a win. Backstage is asking if he can pocket Cypher. I don't think so. Could be wrong.
I'm inclined to believe you cannot. I don't think you can get that.
Yeah, because I don't think you're able to reflect it either. I think it just counts as
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
It kind of counts as a physical.
That's interesting, though. It's definitely something to think about, but I don't believe you can. I know you definitely can't when Snake is using it, but when Snake is not using it, maybe. I give it like a 15% chance of being able to, but I don't think so.
Right. Maybe not, but we'll have to see how that progresses here. As we're on the same stage before, second game in the set. So we're gonna have to see if Seabass makes any adaptations. Like there is the obvious that we pointed out. You know, don't SD if you don't have to, which is usually never. I never recall a situation where you need to SD. So you know, just try to avoid doing that, and I think we should be getting ourselves a much closer game to cover.
Hey man, when you're thinking about SDing, don't.
Yeah.
And you'll win every game.
Unless you're like, unless you're like Prom, like Frost on Prom, who can like SD but like take your spot first. Maybe don't.
Maybe just pretend you don't.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, but right now B-Rice does have Nikita in the pocket. If they throw it out, it could kill. Actually, I think Seabass dropping those grenades and having them on the ground whenever B-Rice tries to fishing pole could be a good option in the future, considering what we just saw.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that too here, but check it out. Solid catch there from Seabass, who's going to be tying up this stock count. But here we go, solid follow-up there from B-Rice for 64%. And now things are starting to look a little bit more slanted in his favor. And this neutral is being dominated right now by B-Rice.
Right, but right now, I was going to say Seabass in a good position to possibly end up winning. Where is he?
Oh, yeah, a little bit down.
What did B-Rice do to him down there?
To be honest, it was messed up. It was like Sour Spot there and then like followed by Ford here. I was like, to be honest, bro, I don't even want to know. It was kind of messed up. It was kind of messed up. Let's check it out. We got Seabass holding his own very well. Able to tie the game with relative speed and with relative ease. And we now have our last stock situation. This looks a lot more doable of a last stock situation. You know, unfortunately, Seabass didn't seem to take my advice this time around in terms of not SDing, but you know, there's always next time. And despite that, Seabass is able to tie this up in a much more comfortable last stock situation. But you don't want to get comfortable when you're down a game. So hopefully Seabass can do what he can to try and tie this up. But B-Rice is doing everything he can to bring this to a 2-0 lead. Check it out. He even goes for the grenade and catches an air dodge with a forward smash to close out the second game. What a efficient and finite finish for that second game. Very solid performance.
Had to be a genius play.
Oh yeah, that was nice. It was very viewed. But here we go. We still got one more game for B-Rice to close out, or another one more opportunity for Seabass to start a little bit of a comeback here. So there's quite a bit on the board here in terms of opportunity.
Or we could see a double 3-0 in semis for the first time in weeks.
This is Tiru. So we're going to have to see how this plays out here in just a second. Or actually, no, just right now. Because I was like, I'm looking at it right now. I was like, yep, looks like they're playing to me. So we already have Seabass at 55%, as B-Rice is definitely doing a good job at layering on this early percent. Even getting a little bit of a play off of Seabass's own grenade for additional damage. So here comes the forward tilt from Seabass, positioned perfectly to follow up with a down B. So great foresight there from Seabass to maximize damage on that good neutral option.
Yeah, most of Isabel's game plan around, especially projectile characters, is being kind of a rebuttal to them. You know, like, oh, my projectile is one of the fastest in the game and, you know, comes out really fast. Also, I can pocket anything that you throw at me and throw it back. It's a really, I guess, uncomfortable matchup for a lot of characters. And Snake's no different considering how bad their disadvantage is sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. It can be very disadvantageous. Here we go. The neutral's gonna reset.
That mortar is pocketed right now.
Yeah, right now it's been pocketed. We're gonna have to see how B-Rice ends up applying that here. I can only imagine he's gonna like follow up. Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Follow up jab.
Nope. That is actually not what I was gonna say. I was gonna wait for him to like, you know, get caught up in like a down B and then get the up smash, like punch, you know, with the mortar. But no, it was just jab, jab, up smash, and that seems to have checked out perfectly fine for B-Rice.
Okay, so something I just noticed a second ago is that whenever B-Rice can pocket grenade, it keeps its original timer since it's been pulled. So if you pull one very close to, you pocket one very close to when it's about to blow up, and you pull it back out, it's going to blow up immediately.
Yes, that is true. That is definitely something that's worth considering there.
Which is kind of interesting considering normally it's a reset for most other items.
Yeah, more often than not it would be considered that, but that seems to be a little bit different this time around. But let's see how this is shaping up here. For Seabass, as he gets the up tilt, closes out the first stock for this match on B-Rice, and now we have ourselves a tight stock count, but at 117. It might not be tied for much longer.
So right now, B-Rice in a very good position. No damage on the second stock. And Seabass is desperately trying to mount the defense, but B-Rice just opting to not approach whenever they don't feel like it. And you know what? Yeah, when you're in the lead like that, go for it.
Yeah, no complaints here from that. That sounds about right to me.
Look, man, when you're trying to win, you can do whatever you can to win. and putting yourself in, you know, a proverbial minefield that Snake can throw out isn't very high on a lot of people's to-do list if they're trying to win.
Right. Okay, let's see how this plays out now. There we go. We got ourselves a good forward tilt from Seabass, adding on some additional percentage. Almost gets the up tilt, but not quite going to be able to land it. Instead, gets a little bit of a down tilt and enough time to punish even further with a forward tilt. So we got ourselves a pretty solid setup. Gets the down smash to tie up the game, and here we are once again, but potentially for the final time in the set, as we now find ourselves in a tied stock count. But it's right about now when VRS likes to step up, just like you're seeing now, for an explosive 41% damage. And here's Seabass with a much better response, getting a back air, this time getting a down air with that additional percent. So we're seeing all kinds of good options like coming up from Seabass to keep himself in this last stock this time around.
Yep, absolutely. Man, I gotta be real with you. I'm very surprised that Seabass is in this thing to the degree that they are. And, you know, we could be seeing a very, I don't want to say easy win, but, you know, I think as the percent starts to climb, Snake definitely has an easier time killing than Isabelle does.
I'm inclined to agree with that there for sure. Here we go. Solid forward there from V-Rice. It seems like Seabass is pulling out in front this time around in this last bug situation, which is very good for him here. We're seeing a little bit of adaptation, a little bit more Nikita too. We're going to see if potentially V-Rice wants to pocket that, or maybe if he's just trying to wait for a better option to punish here.
No, I don't think they want to pocket that. I think that's why the Nikita's the option, because Mortar's in the pocket, and with the knockback growth because of the pocketed bonus, I think that's the thing that B-Rice wants to keep.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We get the side B, but it's going to be trading this time around, so Seabass is still going to be in the safe. There we go. That up smash is coming out, but it's not really going to be making that much of a connection with anything there. It seems to have just kind of ditched it in favor of a better option. There's a good forward tilt, though. Speaking of good options from Seabass. And there we go. We have a pretty good setup with the mortar and the down B, but V-Rice is still going to be able to get his way through. The grenade in tangent with the Nikita is coming out, and things are starting to heat up with the dash attack. Seabass putting V-Rice at 167%, but Seabass is hanging on at 123, and V-Rice is finding themselves in a...
This will be a regrab, Taco.
Yeah, no invincibility on the regrab. No punish! Oh, not straight away, but now we got a down B. And V-Rice is going to be forfeiting what could have been the last game they needed to win the set, and Seabass is still going to be hanging in here. 2-1.
We could be a shifting of the momentum after that one. That was a really smart play towards the end there from Seabass to, you know, very little overextension when they were on that last stock. Played a very good advantage state, never getting too close to V-Rice whenever they're trying to combo. And hey, that was a great play all around. And we're going to be seeing the FD counter pick, which is a counter pick that V-Rice used to great efficiency this weekend at AZSL Finals.
Right. Yeah, this has definitely been one heck of a contention here. But here comes Final Destination for the counter pick from V-Rice. What do you think about this stage for this matchup?
Well, I gotta admit, Snake likes the stage, but V-Rice likes the stage a lot, and I think player comfortability is a lot more important than character comfortability sometimes. And V-Rice, as you can see right now, very, very much so in the advantage on this stage right now, as they're looking for a 0 to death.
116%, and not a single thing to show yet for Seabass's end of things. But here we are. We got some good shield pressure additionally from V-Rice. Good grab. We got a down throw going to the side B, not going to be able to connect. Neither does the down B from V-Rice, but here comes Seabass with a dash attack. First hit of the game for him here, going a bit too far off stage. I stay corrected as Seabass is able to make it back onto the stage, gets a nice forward tilt to put V-Rice off stage. And let's see what his option is here to try to play edge guard. Oh, well, it's a little bit the edge guard. I was like, right as I said it, no, V-Rice just comes in swinging with those forward airs. He's going to be able to find himself onto the stage, good down air into nair, and V-Rice is going to be catching what would have been a ledge grab with a down smash to put him up a stock at only 43% sustained.
That was a good first stock for V-Rice, well executed, very little damage, but that second stock's looking even more explosive somehow, with already 67% on the board. Again, it's this disadvantage state from Snake that's so brutal here. No platforms for Snake to escape to, so that means they have to be landing in the belly of the beast at all times. B-Rice being able to cover such a wide threat range so frequently is really layering on this damage incredibly fast.
Yeah, layering on damage incredibly fast. You said it yourself. But now we have CBS at 102%. And B-Rice is at 81, still on this first stock. So B-Rice is very much in control of this stage and this match right now. Well, right as I say that, it looks like CBS is regaining a little bit of control. But look at that, B-Rice more than ready to cover that stage once again. And now things are starting to look B-Rice centric once again.
B-Rice is really good at just recognizing when they need to approach and when they don't need to. And, you know, an opponent who isn't approaching from a mid-range as opposed to a long range is so threatening that it really starts to show your panic options. And a high-level player like B-Rice can absolutely be ready to recognize and capitalize on those when the moment presents itself.
Correct, and here we are. Last stock potentially here for SmashGG on.
Wow!
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was nice. All the way up to 71%, we already find ourselves in this last stock. And good down air, but not quite going to connect all the way, but a good catch on the jump back air is going to be landing B-Rice a solid pair of whatever the heck Snake is wearing on those for taking the first stock.
You can just say boots. It's okay. I don't think he wears name brand anyway.
I was like, yeah, I don't know if it's.
military
I don't know if they have like the sponsored name brand. I don't know what kind of yeah, I don't know if they're like.
He's not rocking those Yeezys.
something
I'll
like
tell you
so,
that much.
Yeah, no October's here. Just whatever military grade they gave. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, I think that's gonna do it right
The
there.
punish.
That's gonna do it right there.
Okay, B-Rice didn't even try to go for the downer. They're just like, yeah.
Yeah, I like the escort. I like the
okay,
escort to
die.
the blasphemy. It's like, I'll just make sure you don't do themselves.
Hey man, no one wants to go to the afterlife alone.
True. Very true.
That's why, look, the Green Reaper, he's often portrayed as a bad guy, but, you know, he's there to just, you know, be your friend, you know, walk you to death.
Yeah, for some reason, Rush Coil can be pocketed, but not the Snake Cypher, which is kind of weird.
That's funny.
Kind of weird how that works.
Dude, I want to put a dog in my pocket. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that'd be kind of hype. Now, I don't know if like you could use that like off stage to like recover though. Like if you were to like pocket.
I doubt it.
The rush, yeah,
Maybe you could fast fall.
Yeah, it depends on how fast the Rush Coil falls or something like that. It's very dependent, I feel like.
Well, I mean, because I feel like you would be able to drop it, like, because, you know, when Isabel throws something out, it kind of starts out, like, in front of her. So, you know, maybe it would fall below her faster than she's falling because she's kind of floatier, and then she'll get bounced up. I could definitely see it happening that way.
I think I could see it too, but won't have to wait very long
But,
before we
hey,
see the next match going on here.
I want to talk about something.
What's up?
Losers bracket, we saw Reflex take their set 2-1 over Frost. They're out of the tournament at 7th place.
Wow!
As Reflex goes up against Passion.
Very interesting upset in the bracket. Like, I know it was great to see Seabass on stream again, but that would have been one hell of a set to watch.
Yeah. We know.
Yeah, to quote Frost directly, we got a bit of a feedback from Frost on the loss. He says, "Show cheats." What are your thoughts on Show cheating?
He does.
I agree.
I don't think that's a secret to anybody. I do not think that Reflex does, though. I think Reflex is just incredibly polished in all aspects of the character. And, you know, look, Frost was the 6th seed coming in today. Reflex was the 7th, so it's not an awful loss by any stretch of the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Reflex moves on to the next round to fight against Passion in Losers Quarters. And on the other side of Losers Quarters, we have Seabass playing Jinx right now.
Right.
But I believe now we're going to be getting Felix and B-Rice on stream
That's correct.
for Winners Finals. And this will be a rematch from not only Losers Finals of AZSL, but also Pools Round 1, where we saw B-Rice actually knock Felix into Losers bracket.
Yeah. So let's see how that plays out here as they're getting ready to come up here.
Yeah, so these guys have had each other's numbers a couple times. Yeah, wait, why is Bethel here but not competing? I like Bethel. I wanted to see him play tonight.
Very interesting. We're getting some
Bethel
additional
actually,
data.
Bethel actually with an incredible run at AZSL. For somebody who didn't even qualify initially, they were brought in last minute with very little time to prepare.
True.
And Bethel actually made a hell of a run, taking losses to Felix and Schroeder, the number 1 and number 2 respectively. And on top of that, took took Schroeder to a game 5. So, you know, despite the fact that Bethel might not be playing today, they kind of want a little bit of a break to Smash a little bit. I can understand it. Them being here tonight, I got to sing their praises a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely no problem with that, but definitely 2 players that are very much worth talking about in this bracket are Felix and V-Rice, who are going head-to-head right now for the first game of Winners Finals here on PS2.
Yep. These are your number 1 and number 2 seeds of the evening, and it's only fitting they meet up here in Winners Finals. But I am surprised to see Felix opting for the pit, as opposed to them playing the Fox all day. You know, maybe Felix is just like, all right, look, I'm in the top 3 right now. I can play this character a little bit, and
right.
Maybe they're also playing the pit because they want these disjoints off the bow and also the reflector to deal with some of the more esoteric options that V-Rice is supposed to throw at them.
It is very possible here. But right now at 160%, we're going to get V-Rice getting a parry on Felix to get a forward throw to put Felix off stage. Good response though from Felix getting those forwards to get back into the stage. An excellent dash attack as well, doing a surprising amount of knockback here to put V-Rice in a bit of a tough situation, even powering straight through that nair that was so good at stuffing out neutral options from Seabass previously. Instead going to be met with a strong super on. And oh no, a mishap off stage. Super unfortunate, Larry. You hate to see this.
Dude, it it happens, but we see V-Rice fighting back out of the corner a little bit, but whenever Felix has a lead, it is very hard to take it from them. They firmly sink their claws into it and don't want to let go for even a moment.
See, yeah, man, like that's what's kind of crazy is that that SD is definitely not going to be something that Felix will let slide. Because Felix, you know, he's kind of getting a little bit experimental with the characters, but I'm sure Felix knows that this is V-Rice's one and only tried and true pick, and a damn good one too. So he's not going to be wasting any time prioritizing by piling on the additional damage. 2 up airs in a row. Not going to get the 3rd up air, not going to get the nair or the down smash, but second time's a charm as the spot dodge into the second down smash. Will be landing nair off stage to edge guard and close out the first game with a 2-stock lead. What a proficient first game here for Felix. Not wasting any time taking advantage of everything that was given to him there.
Bruh, Pit's a masher. Hold up.
Pit?
I mean, a masher who could throw out disjoints like that off stage is nothing to be trifled with, I'll say.
Oh, definitely nothing to sleep on.
But yeah, I mean, those fast smash attacks are so good in the corner. My word.
That's what I'm trying to communicate right now, bro. Definitely shaping up to be quite the good pick here. And our next game is going to be going on to Small Battlefield for our second game in the set. And I was finding it funny when, like,
a little bop playing right now.
Yeah, I was finding it funny. Actually, I was actually gonna point that out too. I was finding it funny when songs from like other legal stages end up on this stage. You know what I mean? Because like,
yeah, it's kind of jarring these days, but I like the addition of it.
Yeah. I was just finding it funny because I always know there'll be like some people who like will choose Small Battlefield, but then choose like, you know, like the Pokemon Battle theme from PS2. And it's just like, okay, you know, 900 songs, but you know what? I respect it. You know what else I respect? An excellent up smash coming out from V-Rice to take the first stock of this match.
Yeah, a complete twist of fortune from what we saw last match rather, where Felix completely had V-Rice's number. Now V-Rice in the lead right now, able to just keep throwing out this damage. And Isabel, when they have the lead, are very scary because they can just kind of throw out their options, and you have to be the one to approach them. They don't have to approach you if they don't want to.
This is true. This is very true. And there we go. We got a good finisher coming out from Felix to tie up his stock count. Only 48% at his deficit, which is seemingly pretty doable for how good Felix's pit has been doing tonight. go. Excellent.
All right.
They're coming up from B-Rice. The neutral is still going to be somewhat shaping up in Felix's favor as they regain a little bit of stage control. Excellent nair placement though from B-Rice to fight back a little bit here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4,
but there's
5,
these
6,
jabs
7,
in the
8,
corner.
10.
I thought they catch
12?
that.
I want to say that was like 12 hits, right? That sounds about right.
It doesn't matter. It's a lot.
I always like, I want to try catching it now, because I know B-Rice hits up on stream a lot. And they get that pretty often too. I want to keep, like, it just happens so suddenly though, and I want to be able to like count it one of these days. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got 3 hits. You got 3 hits. Okay. From now on, if I ever cut you off, it's because I'm counting that number right there. I want to start counting that number. I don't know why.
Why?
I'm just making
it's just damage, brother. It's not that deep.
I don't know, but I just think it's funny. It's like a little like squeaky hammer. I don't know. B-Rice definitely works for those streams, so I want to reward it when I want to give him a tally.
Sounds good, but there's a nair. Not gonna kill just yet though. Good DI from B-Rice survive, and I gotta say B-Rice's DI constantly it impresses me because you know there's some stuff that Isabel should definitely die from that B-Rice simply will not allow Isabel to.
Nope, just too good of an Isabel player to go down to stuff like that, but well spaced. What's the move again? Oh, I'm blanking on it. The side B.
Upper dash arm.
Upper dash arm. There it is going to be taken out the second stock and trying to get the stock count 107% deficit though for Felix to make up for. It's definitely not going to come easily. Oops.
Yeah, oh, and a good avoidance of well, bad angle on the uppy, I will say, but
avoid the side
okay.
B, but also
it's alright actually.
Yeah, avoided the side B, but avoided the whole stage.
So now we're going into a flex game situation where the winner of this next match is going to have counter pick advantage for the rest of the set, no matter how long it goes.
That's true. That's true. So we're going to see how that affects things here in just a minute. Oh wait, what was that? I'm getting word from backstage. Oh, okay, word. All right, we're moving into our third game here. B-Rice has previously brought back the second game, so now we got 1-1 on the board for the 2Ds here. What do you think about the SmashGG pick? What do you think might have been going through Felix's mind?
Hey, that's the zoner. Let me get closer to them.
Yikes!
But sometimes it doesn't always work out in your favor, Felix.
Yeah, check that out. That was one heck of a solid forward air string to take out the first dog very, very quickly, only sustaining 12% damage.
Right, and you know, the thing about B-Rice is that whenever B-Rice sees a little bit of an advantage, they can take that a very long way. But Felix, in that same right, keeping B-Rice off stage, good for about 40% there.
That's right, really good job taking advantage of that situation. And now here we are. One stock ahead still for Felix, but at 52%, as long as they can close out this stock quickly, it could still be doable. But look at that percent starting to rack up all the way up to 95, and now it's starting to look like more and more of a tall order for Felix here.
Right. Hey, man, any early stocks is going to be a tall order to come back from, especially against a zoner like Isabel and a player like B-Rice, who's so good at just making you jump into precarious situations, and B-Rice being able to adapt on them. And there it is, a back air to take that stock. Felix looking lost right here against B-Rice on this SmashGG pick. B-Rice in prime condition to possibly come out on top of this flex game.
Yeah, that could be very much what we're seeing here, but right now we're getting B-Rice getting a solid forward air, followed up by a nair. Oh, but a good trade is going to be a worthy one here, as a down air is going to be traded with an up air, but Felix will be retaining this stock, but at 88% timing. It may or may not be around for much longer. Oh, especially now with this. Oh my goodness! 3 off-stage forward airs right under the stage. What an aggro option coming out here from B-Rice. Definitely feeding to close out this spot, but just retain that 2-1 lead. There we go. We got a couple of jabs in a row and the forward tilt.
He's dead.
He has.
He's dead.
Oh yeah, he died. Fatality. That is gonna do it for that game. Look at that fatality. Finish it. Type B. Look at that. That was solid.
Yeah. Don't go back to it. What are you talking about?
Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Forward smash. That was good. Yeah, they said they were going to give me that clip. Okay, I'm glad I could confirm it was 12. Good. I don't know why. I just really wanted to know.
Ooh, and now we see Felix coming out with a Roy.
Interesting pick. Let's see how it works. Okay.
Why not go to Town and City? It might have been banned, actually, so I respect it.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
hey, this is a fast grounded character, so you know, similar speed to Fox, I would say, just with a disjoint this time and a lot of really easy kill confirms.
Right. So this could be a very positive pick here for Felix. I definitely know that I've seen Schroeder win this matchup in particular. I know that for a fact. So depending on how good Felix is at applying that same sort of approach, or maybe even a different one that works better for Felix, could be very important for potentially bringing back this set to a game 5.
Righto. But again, B-Rice's really good at recognizing his opponent's game plan and being able to shut them down before they're able to get it. But Felix jumping off stage from the ledge with a tricky back air, take that stock very early.
Yeah, really good job doing so as well. Here we are, one stock ahead. We have B-Rice. One stock ahead.
And considering
yeah.
Felix just took that stock, and B-Rice already having 71% on them, against a character like Roy, who is absolutely amazing at killing, this is quite scary for B-Rice.
Yeah, and I was going to say, one stock ahead, we had Felix, but now it's going to be right back to a tied stock count for the both of these two players. Good job from B-Rice using the iframes, if you caught that with that neutral B. That was a very good utility of the toolkit, as you would expect from someone like B-Rice. But here we go. The air dodge will unfortunately be punished by a forward tilt, and now we're going to be getting B-Rice edge guard on the other side of the stage now. Even still getting caught with the jump forward air attempt. That backer is going to be ready to meet B-Rice once again. There we go, jab, up air. We call that jump air. The jump air coming out from Felix to bring B-Rice to a last stock situation and still a fresh slate on the second stock.
Man, we see B-Rice turning on the Jets right now. They recognize that they are one win away from going into grand finals on the winner side of bracket. So they're trying to turn on the Jets and get this damage added up before they lose this stock and the game and have to go to a game 5.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing here right now. But on the other end of things, we do have Felix, who, like you said, I mean, it's like, it's something that, like, I've seen Felix on this Roy thing, right? But, oh, gosh, okay, there you go, good down smash, and now we have a tight stock count. I was gonna say, we've seen Felix on this pick, but going up against someone who, like, you know, like B-Rice, who solo mates Isabel and solo mates Isabel very well, it's gonna be a true test of Felix's Roy abilities here.
100%. But, hey, it isn't over yet for either of these players. It's going to take, I think, one B-Rice combo from going to the next set. But we're also one good hit from Felix away from winning. And there was that back air, sending B-Rice way too low for them to recover, especially considering how much helium they already used.
That's right. So great job from Felix taking advantage of that situation. And, you know, it's not very often that we see B-Rice ever just, like, run out of fuel like that on or helium on the balloons. That's very rare for someone to be able to edge guard B-Rice that much. Like,
it was a great burn from Felix there with great ledge trapping or edge guarding.
Oh yeah, really good. Really good. Just definitely a rare sight though. Because B-Rice is actually really good at recovering with that but then again, yeah, I guess if B-Rice is going to be that good at recovering, you just got to be that much better to be able to edge guard him that efficiently. So great job from Felix here, but also good job from B-Rice, man, piling on his percentage really early and even finding Felix in a bit of a dire straight from the get-go on this last game here, Game 5 of Winners Finals.
And also, good job for RNG for us to land on Escape from the City, so that this match is a little bit more exciting.
Very good tune. I'm a big fan of this one.
I like it too, and I don't even like Sonic all that much.
Dang, you know what? I guess Sonic music really is just that good. I was talking about this on my stream the other day, but yeah, Sonic music is good even when the game's aren't.
So, right now, both these players just trying to look for that first stock. And there it is. Yeah, a parry on that last hit of the laser with the F-tilt coming out to take that stock. But a side B answering right back. Not going to take the stock just yet, but if we know anything about Felix, they could really seal the deal here, especially with this Roy pick.
Yeah, they could be very much on their way to doing so. There we go. We got the up air, but it's going to be a soft hit. Not going to close the stock just yet. There's jab. There's up air. We call that jump air. It was a little bit of a loose one, but it was a good one nonetheless. The side B's not going to be connecting. Instead, it's going to get punished by a solid string, even a footstool to re-grab. Get a couple of jabs in, up to and a couple of up airs. But still, we're going to be getting this stock closed out by Felix. And now we have our tied stock count once again. 53% deficit is very doable for a character with damage output like Roy, but we're gonna have to see if Felix can apply this breaking knowledge well enough to do so in due time.
I haven't talked about, I don't know, I've been remiss to do so, how good of an option the gyroid is on this stage specifically, because again, you know, there's no platforms for you to like mix up your approaches over. That gyroid shuts down a good portion of the stage. And BRS can just kind of hide behind it, wait for you to try to jump over it, and then give you a punish as well. So it's a great option on this stage specifically, just like that jab back air is on any stage, just in the corner.
That's right, yeah, that's definitely something that's important to bring up here. Oh, there we go, goes for a really frisky forward smash. But it says he's going to get punished by his side B by Felix to go into the potential winner's stock of this run here for B-Rice. Made it all the way to winner's finals, but here we are, both players at 0% per player on the last stock here. Winner's stock for both of these teams.
Dude, this is very tense right now because again, Felix can bring this back out of nowhere. I think the consistency and damage and combos from B-Rice is a little bit too much.
Yeah, it might be a little bit too hot to handle right now, but there we go. 123% for Felix to make up for it, and even then, okay, well, you know what? I was going to point out something else, but nope, it looks like B-Rice is going to be stuffing out any chance that Felix has at closing out that last stock, but hey, a solid Roy performance and a solid pit performance. Nonetheless, in this winner's final set, definitely Felix is showing up for a lot of these new character picks, which is really cool to see.
Wow, dude, and I gotta be real with you. B-Rice going back on top over Felix is very reminiscent of how it went this weekend in the first set. But again, once Felix goes into the losers bracket, they are quite awesome. You know, in the corner, and I'm expecting to see, you know, Felix come back with a vengeance going forward. But next on stream, we will be having Reflex versus Jinx, unless we're going to Andy's.
We have no, Reflex is actually sitting down to set us, so I think we'll be getting that one up here next in just a second. We do have a little bit of downtime. Since we won't be having amateur finals, we do have a little bit of downtime. I did want to talk about, since we are a little bit of a slow moment right now while they get set, there will be a very exciting point for the Arizona Smash scene. I was like, we have a little bit of downtime now, so I want to talk about how things are going to
Why don't you talk about it? Yeah, you go. I'll be right back.
I want to talk about how things are going to be heating up with the Arizona Smash scene as a whole here very shortly. Let's go ahead and get that graphic on screen while our players set up here. I was going to say almost Ascension was about a month or so ago. Now we have the full-on, the real deal Ascension going down on October 23rd in downtown Phoenix. Sign-ups are available right now, so if you're even thinking about going, honestly, it's best if you just sign up now and just show up. You know, just do it now. If you're even thinking about it, just go onto the SmashGG page, SmashGG/Ascension, and there you'll find the sign-ups for that tournament. It's going to be happening on October 23rd, and as I'm sure some of you guys know, Ascension was previously the largest Southwest Smash regional that Southwest Smash has to offer. And you know, I'm feeling like with the way we're hyping this up, with the way we're advertising it, and the way every Ascension has gone previously up until the pandemic, we're looking set to regain that title of the hottest that Smash has to offer for Smash regionals. So that'll be coming up here soon. Make sure you tune in if you don't think you'll be able to show out, but if you do think you might even have the chance of showing up in person, I know I'll be there, and I'll hope to see you there too. But it looks like we're getting back into our next round in the bracket here, it's going to be Jinx. And it's going to be Reflex coming up next.
Also, listen, if you can go to Ascension, please do, because I want to go really badly, and I don't know if I'll be able to. So, go for me. Do it for me, please.
Do it for Laird,
for me,
honestly.
If yeah, not do it for me, because I'll be in Indiana. It sucks.
Yeah, if not for me, if not for yourselves, do it for Laird.
Yeah, you better. Oh no, I'll track you down. Trust me. I got connections.
We have
speaking of connections, this is gonna be a set where the winner is gonna be determined by who's hitting who harder. And I say that because normally hits in general are effective, but Shulk being able to like negate some of them is a little bit difficult to work around.
This is true, Laird. We're gonna have to see a true test to see who can hit button good, but more good than the other.
And you know, despite the fact that Reflex went off to an early start, Jinx is stabilizing towards the latter end of the stock, and you know, putting themselves the pedal to the metal at this point. But hey, there's a forward throw. Actually, a lack thereof, rather. But that jump over back air, take that first stock from Reflex. Reflex, again, one of the most aggressive Shulks I've ever seen. Probably the most, if I had to be honest with you. And they do such a good job of mixing up their movement, working around with this movement. But it's an interception off that side B with an up smash from Jinx to take the lead.
Yeah, really solid maneuver there from Jinx to bring back this stock count. And Reflex, I mean, I'm surprised you haven't mentioned it. Well, I was really talking about Ascension, but I definitely should have mentioned that Reflex actually did manage to knock Cross out of the bracket completely in loser's side. So definitely going to be one matchup to keep an eye on. And now Jinx is going to have to super keep eyes on Reflex here. As he's going to be needing to take 2 stocks off of him in order to bring this match back.
Jesus. You know, Shulk's a character I always feel like is so close to just being one of the best in the game, top 5. But like very few people are as technical and good with the character as Reflex is. And you know, every time I see a low level one, I just kind of get sad. And then meanwhile, I see Reflex out here, and I'm just like, oh yeah, this character could be one of the best in this game.
Yeah, this character definitely does have the ability with those Monauto Arts to go up against some of the best that the game has to offer. But there we go, solid forward air with the Smash Monauto is going to be colliding with the soccer ball. Jinx didn't quite go out yet, but unfortunately step off stage. In tangent with not having the double jump, as you saw here. Boom. And there we go. Not really too many more options to get back on stage with no double jump. And Reflex will be taking the first game here. Let's see what we got coming up next.
I gotta be real with you, mate.
What's up?
I think Wii Fit really hates this matchup.
I feel like there could be some instances where Wii Fit can struggle in this matchup because a lot of disjointed attacks.
I think it's like, most of them, honestly.
Yeah. Like, there's just, like, so many disjoints to have to deal with, and, like, very large disjoints. And especially with the speed auto, can make that even more hard to deal with.
Right. And the thing is, like, Wii Fit kind of tends to like, you know, flanking a lot, and Wii Fit really can't do that because of just how long, like, and how big the arc of forward air is.
Yeah, it kind of just makes that impossible.
Right. Same with Nair. I mean, Wii Fit really tends to struggle here. And Jinx, I'm not going to say they look lost because they're doing a good job of maintaining this lead right now. But I think it's like getting those hits to seal out kills that's super important. But there's a second time Jinx fights on the up smash out of the side B and does a lot of damage and kills in the process.
Yeah, that could be spelling trouble here for Reflex. And it does seem that Jinx, who's really good at, you know, catching on to people's tricks pretty early on, is seeming to do so in the second game. Here we go, 1 stock up at 92%. You know, the Monauto Arts could come in handy right about now. Here comes the Smash Monauto. Try and close out this first stock here for Jinx. There we go, we got the up B, but no connection on the second hit. The one that's going to super count is not going to be landing this time around. Good use of the speed. Monauto tries to get the back here, not quite going to land it just yet.
Jinx is fighting out of the corner very well, but they're also just kind of hanging there, holding their ground really well against the proverbial assault coming out from Reflex. And, you know, Reflex, you know, playing neutral Shulk right now, the smash art is back out, and there's the up smash on the platform from Jinx to take that stock.
There we go. Nice stuff there.
Jinx off stage trying to stall out the recovery.
Oh.
Nice tech to survive.
Yeah, really good stuff there. Here we go.
Jinx
We got
not
ourselves.
dead yet.
Yeah, still hanging in there. Going for the low profile to try and avoid a move. You gotta like to see it. I mean, that's honestly big brain. Pretty big brain. You know, we were just talking about huge hitboxes that are hard to deal with. Sometimes you just gotta lay low.
If you got it, use it. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But that's the second time this set we've been seeing Jinx hitting the deep breathing a little bit too low and dying for it.
So you just said if you gotta use it, but sometimes you don't want to use it that far off.
Wow, that parry was so clutch from Reflex because that shield would have broken had the parry not come out.
It would have. True, that was make or break. Literally make or break. You either make the parry or your shield breaks. Oh, but a good catch with the up smash on that backslash. He's gonna be running back this game too, and Jinx is gonna be pulling out on top.
That's the exact same thing we've been seeing Jinx drill Reflex for all set.
Yeah, that's true. Good catch on that. That's a really good down low.
Eventually, you'll probably be like, okay, no more backslash.
No more.
Shirtless Schultz comes out though.
Oh, we're heating up in here.
Nah, it's pulling down. I ain't about that. I'm happy if you are though.
I was like, no, I'm just saying, bro. Like he's definitely like he's bringing on the deep. No more room for the shirt. He's going heavy duty.
Hey man, this is what you wear in downtown Phoenix in the summertime.
Honestly, I can vouch. No, I'm joking. That would get you arrested.
Hot.
I was like, it would get you arrested. But hey, you know what? I don't think the
won't get you arrested. No, as long as you got pants on, I think you're fine.
Oh, like it's like how do most businesses do it? No shirt, no shoes, no service or whatever.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying walk into like your favorite restaurant and start wearing that.
I don't know if they
if you're outside,
I don't know if they let Reflex in the Pure Smash thing if you're doing a shirtless show cosplay.
I think they'd make an exception just that once, you know?
You know, maybe. Actually, you know what, you might be right. Because that would be kind of like the Reflex show cosplay. I mean, I already did like a Joker cosplay a couple of times. Imagine if you could just watch the same cosplay as the main cosplay.
Well, I think that's a different conversation when you do Joker versus Shirtless Schultz specifically.
Yeah, those are definitely two different engines.
Two different ideas to talk about for sure.
Here we go, man. We got Reflex sending these to one end of the stage to the other and getting an uppy to close out the first stock, and the shield man was coming in just in time to avoid losing this stock himself, holding in at 134, and he's piling on an additional 37% with his Buster Monado.
Yeah, the fact that Buster Art does such little amounts of knockback means it is insanely good for comboing, especially because it puts a lot of hits on your opponent, you know, with how much damage all your stuff is doing. And, you know, that down air being able to combo into F-tilt is super huge. It does like 30% that combo whenever Buster's active.
That's right, very crucial. And here we are, 156%, 171. And remember, don't forget, I said nobody was talking to living to 240 it was that he lived until. But we're starting to get our second place contender here, 171%. We're in super survival mode now.
Yeah, and Jinx is getting super desperate for the kill, finally secures it with that dash attack. But that desperation is added up and put Jinx in a lot of bad spots, so now they're already at 83%. But this combo damage adding up with the extra damage from the Buster Art going on to Reflex has put them at 62%. That back throw almost killing from near center.
Very close.
Oh,
good reversal.
Let's go, Jinx! Jinx will always hit those, by the way.
Oh yeah, Jinx. If anyone's gonna always hit those, it's gotta be my man Jinx right here. Getting an excellent reversal off stage, but here comes Reflex, more than ready to respond. Even getting a speed Monado forward there to catch just about every option needed. The jump Monado is going to be just what he needs to get in there for a deep edge guard, but still at 140. We got Jinx holding out onto the second stock in this one stock lead right now.
Yeah, shouts to a second ago, we saw the smash art coming out from Reflex, and Jinx just kind of hung out off stage and planked under the ledge to, you know, make sure that smash art got stalled out before, you know, any solid hits could be confirmed into Jinx. And I'm surprised we're not seeing another smash art coming out, like, right now.
I'm kind of surprised too, but it might not be too long before. Oh yeah, it's actually out right now.
Yeah, there it is. There's the back air.
It's exactly what we needed, and it's exactly what Reflex needed too, and that's what we got.
Yeah, so, little known fact about jump art, not only do you jump wicked high, you also fall faster, and your air acceleration is also increased a lot.
Yes. It is increased exponentially.
So it's when you're in the air, essentially it's an extra speed boost. It's like a speed art as well.
Yeah, it kind of accounts for like both of those, you're right.
Right. So yeah, anyway, shield, that grab not going to be doing a whole lot, but the down throw with Buster are going to be adding up, and this damage so high.
Oh my goodness.
Smash art.
Going in deep for the Smash Art forward air, and it's going to be closing out the second game. 2-1 right now. Scoreboard in the semifinals, and Reflex is shaping up pretty well in this matchup.
Dude, what a comeback from Reflex. They were down after that down air, caught that up B from Jinx. I mean, that was huge from Jinx to put them on top, but now Reflex was able to eke out that game, you know, with a win using the Smash Art. And again, we're gonna run it right back to PS2. So honestly, Jinx has to play super cautious, because if they make one slip up, they could be at a deficit. And Jinx coming out of a deficit against a character like Shulk is very difficult, because Refit has a hard time approaching a character with this many awesome disjoints at their disposal.
Yeah, it could be very troublesome at times, but here we are. Yeah, still 3 stocks per person right now, but still in the game. And here comes Jinx with a solid back here to bring that percent a little bit more into his favor. These Speed Armanado could spell trouble, as I'm sure you know, it's very good for starting up low percent strings.
Absolutely, but Jinx takes that first stock with an exclamation mark, that F tilt to catch that jump as an anti-air. Great option, and we see Reflex with the Buster art on deck. Jinx goes for a hard read with that F smash, but they're in the corner, and that down air will double dip and take the stock because of the smash art.
That's right, and here we are, 2 stocks per person on what could potentially still be this last game of the night here for Jinx. So there's a little bit more on the line for Jinx as we go into the second stock, and you can see that he is responding in kind by landing an excellent string despite the shield Monado. Waits for the shield Monado to die out and lands a solid up smash with the soccer ball for additional damage all the way to 116. But here comes Reflex responding in time with the Buster Monado to try and deal out some additional damage himself. Look at that. Look at that, piling on upgrade to 86%, even following up the back throw, I apologize. And switching over to the Smash Monado, trying to get an up tilt, doesn't land, get punished with a back air, and that Smash Monado will be taking Reflex out himself to this last stock of the game.
It was a good roll read from Reflex, to be sure, but they were just a little bit late on the punish. Jinx obviously hit that shield and was able to beat him out with that back air. Great stock from Jinx. Jinx is hanging tough right there on their second stock, but the up B from off stage will be killing. Now Jinx, it's crunch time, and you know, Jinx needs to put a lot of damage on the board, or they could be seeing themselves falling out of bracket right here. And Reflex looking to make it his game.
Yeah, looking to make it his game to take right now, and it's starting to get down to the wire here. We have Reflex on the jump Monado, but despite that, Jinx will be punishing him with the forward air. Oh, and even goes down low for the down air to close out the 4th game and bring it to a game 5. Run it right back. We'll see what Jinx is coming in with their stage pick here in just a second.
Well, actually, this pick's going to be going to Reflex, but I think Reflex actually is going to be opting back for PS2 as well, because I did see him do the hand gesture.
Right.
Also, he did counterpick. Oh, yeah, Jinx MDSR'd. Yeah, what a smart play from Jinx.
Smart play using the DSR there. And now we'll get a last second shake up.
A lot of people use these days.
Right, we'll be getting a last second shake up here to a stage that benefits Refit. What do you think about this stage pick? It's not the first time I've seen it tonight.
Yeah, I think it benefits Refit a little bit, but again, I think it benefits Jinx just because of the off-stage game that, you know, Jinx has access to. The thing is, when you're playing against Shulk as Refit, you really don't want to be off-stage that much. So, I gotta say, I think it's a good counter pick, all things considered, from Reflex.
I'm thinking that it could be, yeah, I feel like it could swing either way in terms of who it ends up really benefiting here. But looks like right now, Jinx is getting a lot off of this big score. Very coolly closing out that first function, still withstanding 94%, which is not that bad of a lead against someone like Reflex. He's definitely been keeping up throughout this entire set.
Right. Oh my god, yeah, what a catch from Jinx. Putting 56% on the board, 75, and it's still stacking up. 96. Jinx is looking great right now.
Yeah, looking real good on this third stock still.
Yeah, super comfy. Oh man. And there's a forward air to take that stock. I definitely thought we were going to see a reversal from Jinx, but nope. Great play from Reflex to take that stock, but they're at a blistering 110% at a rapid succession. Jinx is looking to end it right here, right now.
Yeah, it could be doing exactly that. As right now we're getting a forward throw in tangent with an attempt at a down smash. Quite the bold option there. It could have been potentially a 2-frame.
So Jinx is in a position right now where they need to remain calm since they have the lead, not overextend, and not give their opponent an opportunity to take this stock soon. Wait, that almost killed with Smash active. Oh
yeah,
my
god! Almost did. Oh, good catch. And now we have Reflex at the last stock, potentially here for their turn to run. Meanwhile, Jinx is sitting at a very sustainable 63% and an entire stock to boot as well.
Right, but that damage from the Buster Art really started to add up. An accidental side B off the mash gives Jinx a free punish, 21% right now on Reflex. Reflex has Smash active. Jinx off stage. No, accidentally goes high with the up B. And unfortunately, drops her punish, but the header spike! Jinx takes the stock and the set! 3-2!
That was good. That was good.
Jinx with the wave of victory. What a play there!
Look at that, man. That was tight. Very cool.
I know Jinx isn't BM like that. And this is going to be Jinx Felix coming up soon. Actually, next on stream. But, dude, what a play here. Like, look at this. Man, Jinx, oh my god, what a bad position. They're off stage right now. Oh my god, this could be an even game in a second. A dunk!
That is
when
solid.
I saw that splash screen, I went...
Look at that firm handshake.
Jinx likes to shake hands for way too long. This is something I know personally.
That is a very solid handshake.
When Jinx beat me at vacation a couple months ago, similar thing happened. The handshake for way too damn long. But you know, that's a little quirk about Jinx I freaking like. Like, it is so hard to dislike Jinx if you get to know them for a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
It's such an absolute pleasure to be around.
Yeah, Jinx is a cool dude. Quite the cool dude.
Homie status.
Homie status for sure, man. Alright, but it looks like we're going to switch over to us here for just a second. And I know we're on this screen, but I did want to throw it over to that screen that we had previously one more time. We got to talk more about Ascension. Coming up on October 26th in downtown Phoenix.
23rd?
Or 23rd, my bad. I had something else going on the 26th. But no, October 23rd. That's where you want to be in downtown Phoenix. Ascension, bro.
Yeah, it is where I want to be. Thanks for rubbing it in, Taco.
It's where Laird wants to be. Okay? It's especially where Laird wants to be. Is where I'm going to be. For sure. And that's where you guys should be too. Signups are open right now. SmashGG/Ascension.
Yeah, don't miss out on it.
Don't miss out, for sure.
Don't miss out on it. I think you can put something in chat as well.
I can, bro. Let me do that.
Hang on. Actually, I'll do it too, you know?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. You know, we got to spread the word. We got to spread the word. Here it is. SmashGG Ascension, bro. Gotta get it on here.
There you go, lads. So go sign up. I'll be watching from my my dormitory probably, if I had to guess. So definitely go in, sign up. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, definitely sign up. Damn, we got like 5 plugs in the chat. It's hype. I'm saying, bro.
Hi, Jinx.
Sign up. They're there for a reason. All right, but we got ourselves back on here for Felix Voices Jinx. I don't know why my pronunciation just said that. Voices. Sound like I was from Alright, let me look at Twitch chat. Dang! Come on. Oh, I can't delete other mods. Oh wait, I can. Okay. Oh wait, no, I can't. Oh well. But anyways, we're going to Duck Hunt. In case you didn't know, we run that on Wednesdays. It's actually our first time seeing that tonight, so I'm kind of surprised that we're getting that. Also, random picks are allowed. So is Sonic.
Schroeder. Hey man, thanks for going plant for me on Monday. I know you hate me, but it's sick. Mewtwo!
Doomly!
Duck Hunt!
Yeah. Losers finals! Wait, what? What happened to 2? Look at this.
Okay, so I think these might be random picks, if I had to guess.
They're
All these
banger
players.
picks, though.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Banger
I
picks
feel like-
for sure, though.
For some reason, I feel like Mewtwo's kind of on brand for the characters that Jinx tends to play generally.
You know, I am inclined to agree, and I don't know why, but if you use that forward smash, it definitely proved that point that Jinx can go ham on the YouTube pick. But here comes Felix as well.
But again, there's no shortage of Toon Link players to watch, you know, such as Bethel in the scene in Arizona. And guess what? We saw Felix play against Bethel this weekend, and I mean, you know, they gotta have definitely picked up some tricks from there. And there's the random downers. Yeah, absolutely a Bethel fan is Felix.
That is definitely true. Check out this backer. Oh, but Dr. Hat, aka Felix, is still going to be able to recover back onto the stage. Well placement on the uppie and a good punish on that Leer as well. Punishing with the back throw. I'll never understand why a legendary Pokemon like Mewtwo has the same move that like a level 6 Rattata probably has. But anyways, that's neither here
Wait,
nor there.
which one? Which one?
Leer, the down B?
Oh no, that's confusion.
Oh, it's disable. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's disable. Yeah, sorry. That'd be
Side
confusion. Okay, that's fair.
Okay. I was like, why does a Mewtwo have Leer? Like, what the heck is it?
It's kind of insane that Shadow Ball is a ghost type move, yet it became kind of synonymous with Mewtwo as a character.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. But, you know, yeah, that is kind of interesting. Here we go. We got down smash coming out. Oh,
Dude,
that's a good setup too.
I love Mewtwo getting hit because he's like, oh, it's funny.
Yeah, it's like the same as the melee voice. I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, I think so. Oh, nice backer. Yeah, he makes out the jump, and Jinx goes for the the Jinx down air, but
The Jinx down here.
Is it ready to come up?
It is not character dependent. It looks like it is just a thing that Jinx can and will do on any character pick. We're seeing that right now. But right now, we're looking at a last buck situation. He dropped block
Oh, yeah,
the
nice
Shadow
grab.
Ball. Good forward throw as well.
Up throw wasn't going to kill there, but forward throw is generally the option there because it does the most damage, but like only 2 of those Shadow Balls, these mini Shadow Balls actually connected, so very little damage is actually added up. Up throw's still not going to kill, very low setting stage, so the ceiling's a little bit higher up.
Yeah, here we are. Oh, just
That
ran
will
right
kill, though.
into the shield.
That will kill.
Ran right into the shield. Okay, interesting first game. You got
Yeah,
Jinx on Mewtwo pulling out the first game.
Epileptic, I also thought this was a hand warmer at first too, but I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't.
Yeah. So here we are. Yeah, I guess we'll run it. But here we are, the
Might be.
second game. Ooh, kind of a hype stage.
What's the pick? What's the song pick? Come on. Where is it? What are we looking for? Please don't be Ring-a-Ding. If it's Ring-a-Ding, I'm gonna throw up a little bit.
That one's a good
Swan
one. Swan
Lesson?
Lesson is good. Swan Lesson kind of goes hard. This song kind of goes hard.
No!
But here we are.
I'm gonna flip my table.
Oh, Peach versus Mario. Okay, these are characters that they tend to know pretty well. I was gonna say, like, one thing about Mewtwo, while he's still relevant, I do want to bring up is like I always thought it was interesting that like that Pokemon can learn literally any move, but like only has like Ghost and Dark, which I always thought was kind of like, hey,
Wait, no, he can't learn any moves. You're thinking of Mew, buddy.
really? I thought Mewtwo could also.
No, just Mew.
Oh, that might explain it then. Okay, I
Someone
was
hasn't
wondering
played VGC. But hey, look, Jinx kind of just let Felix play Mario on Battlefield and going with the Peach, and now Mario's doing a good job of winning the game because of Battlefield. Also, Felix is good.
Also, yeah, also Felix is good at the game. Also,
I'm sorry, it is very hard for me to take this seriously because Swan Lesson is in the background, and I'm actually gonna go to sleep.
Swan Lesson goes stupid hard, bro.
Hard? Are you serious?
It does, bro. Wait, hold on. Is this a part right here? I'm listening. Hold on, wait for it. Wait for it.
Okay, okay.
Okay, here, watch. Boom. Wait. Oh, wait, no, that was just down smash. Never mind. Oh, no,
Thanks
it
for
got
muting
muted.
the audio production. Oh, never mind.
Here it is. Swan Lesson, bro.
I'd prefer if you did a lot more trolling production because I don't want to listen to Swan Lesson anymore.
Bro, honestly, I can listen to this all day.
What a combo though from
Oh
Felix
my
into the
goodness,
back or the forward air for the stock.
Take notes on that, bro. That is one hell of a lesson right there. That Jinx is gonna have to
Mario
learn.
fans are watching.
I hope Mario Mains are watching. I hope Jinx is watching. So then I got hit by that again.
Hey, I hope these players know that our viewership actually dropped after they picked Swan Lesson.
What?
I'm not joking.
Probably because they left the stream to go listen to the unaltered audio. They're like, wait a minute, this song was kind of stupid. I'm gonna have to actually click off.
Yeah, it
and
is
listen to
stupid. It is a dumb song. Nice abstract of Jinx catching the anti-air.
I'm gonna listen to Swan Lesson. I don't blame them.
Isn't it funny that during the trailers for Ultimate when they were coming out, like I think a certain direct when they were like, you can make playlists with all the music. There is just a video of somebody putting the entire Nintendo Switch into their purse with like a headphone jack coming out of it.
That was the funniest. I remember that actually. That was pretty funny. Hey, check that out.
Yeah.
That's a pretty funny
Probably
stream right there.
because-
What do you think about that stream?
Probably because Nintendo straight up won't let you listen to that stuff on Spotify.
That's true. That's very true. Which also kind of sucks, but it is true. Here we go. We're running back
Thanks,
to scene.
Nintendo.
They
Oh! Let's
shit!
go, baby!
This song is a 2.
Uh-oh, the
Oh.
mirror match.
Love Wii Sports. I'm a huge fan of Wii Sports. Look at this shit going on now. Yes.
I miss Wii Sports. I play Wii Sports with all my friends.
I want to consume all Wii Sports products. I love Wii Sports. I sound like the most corporate shill ever, but anyways. Let's go ahead and get this next game here. 1-1 on the board.
Speaking of how much we dislike Nintendo, this game, this song is awesome.
Yeah. I love this song. I must consume all Nintendo products. Yeah. I just went
Yeah,
right back
pretty
into being a
much.
Nintendo drone, bro.
Like- And meanwhile, to say anything against Nintendo or their business policies, you get slayed on Twitter.
Oh, true. This.
Come on, Nintendo fans, be better. You're allowed to critique businesses that you are trying to consume from.
Very true. Check this out. Good job from Jinx already stuffing out a lot of the neutral options. Even catching a spot dodge and a down smash is going to be taking the first stock here. Good job to Felix.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say Taco. They actually switched characters.
Wait! You're right. Yeah, actually, I caught that and didn't even notice that for the first time. Yeah, you're right. They did switch characters. Now we have Peach player going up against Mario player.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
nice
refer them
reflection
as
from
such like a
Jinx.
weak.
That's a little bit damage, but like nothing substantial. Up smash though, that's gonna kill.
There we go. Solid
This is,
stuff tying up the match.
Mario been leaving his shoes around the house. Peach is not happy about it.
Yeah, Peach is definitely trying to go off on Mario right now. Check it out. We got a couple of turnip setups, but Mario player is still going to be able to push through and get that neutral lane. Good trade though from Peach player. Going to be getting a solid hit there as well.
Well
I'm
saved.
liking. Yeah, I'm liking these down smashes from Peach player, man. They've been shaping up. Wow,
Yeah,
I
honestly,
actually.
Uh-oh. Not gonna kill, but
There
a
we
lot,
go.
lot of damage anyway.
Yeah,
Jinx
not
is very close to evening this up. There's a forward air.
Mario player going with a deep forward air, going to be closing out that second stock, but still has one more stock to take in order to take this third game.
Mario might be super, but Jinx is super duper.
That's right.
There's a dash attack to finally take that stock. Even game. Whoever. Oh, that's a dot-eyed turnip as well, by the way. Uh-oh. Good air dodge. Man, yep, 25%. Free.
For free.
Yeah, dot-eyed turnips are the second strongest turnip behind the Stitch base, which does 30% and a ton of knockback.
That's right. Here we go, back here. Gonna try to go for the downer, not quite gonna be able to land it just yet.
Yep.
Alright,
Very tense situation right now, but I definitely know that Mario has an easier time killing than Peach does, but Felix is trying to size Jinx up at the ledge nonetheless.
That's right, here we go. The dash attack almost gonna get caught up by the Nair, but instead gets caught up by back air. No forward air connection off stage, however, in the up smash is gonna be the punish option for a roll on stage by Mario players.
Yep, nice up smash. Alright, the forward throw. Oh no, no, no! Yep, Jinx getting overzealous as Jinx do. That's a regrab, but the parasol gonna go right through the stage. No.
Oh my!
There's the up smash. Yep.
And
Loads of
pop-up.
footsies from Jinx.
That was nice. That was kind of raw, actually. Wait a minute. I was like,
Yeah, you see those footsies? You see this?
That was pretty raw.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, like whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh! Beautiful.
I put my shoes where I want. I'm the working man.
You put those shoes all over that, all over that last sequence. Their shoes was everywhere. Saw that?
Oh, come on, come on. What we got? What's the pick?
It's got to be. Okay. Okay, we're getting close. Oh, you almost had it. You almost had it. All right, it's fine. It's fine though.
Please don't be Psycho Soldier. I've heard that song so many times.
Oh, there it is. Big fan.
Asking you shall receive.
There it is.
Random.
The random pick. Wait.
Mario.
Oh, Super Mario. Okay, Luigi.
Uh-oh.
versus Mario.
Uh-oh, the purple bros.
Got the Waluigi ditto going on.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Almost like he should be in the game too. Uh-oh. So FD is a good Luigi stage.
That's right. It's a very good Luigi stage. So we're gonna see if Luigi player is gonna be able to take advantage of the situation.
Does Jinx know the 0 to death though? I doubt it.
I want to say he might. I feel like someone cracked like Jinx probably doesn't know that shit. I wouldn't be too surprised.
Nice parry
good parry.
though, up tilt.
We know parries
Up
for
tilt's
sure.
the punish there. That's weak sauce. Especially for Jinx.
Yeah. Here we go. Solid stuff though from Felix. I gotta say.
Yeah, Felix doing a good job of putting this damage up. But again, Luigi with his wacky bag of tricks options can definitely beat some of the esoteric stuff that Mario lets throw out.
That's right. Here we are. The neutral is reset at the moment, but a good back air from Felix is going to be piling out some additional damage. We're fishing for us smashes on both ends, but a grab into down throw forward air. You can get a little bit of a down B action as well. It's going to be tying up the match a little bit closer now.
So, little known fact about Luigi, he's actually, I think, a top 5 highest jumper in the game, which is why he's able to go so high to get those Cyclone kills. Oh my god, bold option
right
from
there.
Jinx. Uh-oh. Yep.
Oh, solid follow-up. I like that, actually.
So yeah,
more
I
to
don't
the
think
point.
Jinx knows the 0 to death, but definitely knows how to get some neutral combos. Oh, and a kill with an uppy. Jinx
Not
is
a
one
0
stock
to death,
away from
but-
going to fight B-Rights.
Yeah, that's right. Not a 0 to death, but one hell of a way to finish that stock off. And here we are.
Oh
For
no.
Carol,
fire!
Nice.
Oh
Was that,
my
like,
god.
6 times
Wow,
the
Jinx is
charm?
going insane right now.
That's right. 6 times the charm or something like that. I don't know how many that was.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I think
good
Jinx
call
had
out
a roll there, but that was a little bit ahead of its time. But then again, this is the percent where grounded uppy will be killing.
It's kind of nuts.
Okay. I will say, as often as I've heard Psycho Soldier, I always am super excited to hear the key change.
That is true. The keychain is kind of what does it. There we go. Down throw.
Down throw.
No
Oh,
uppy,
uppy,
though.
Yeah. Jinx, or Felix DI'd hard in on that one.
He definitely did.
A good job of catching these landings from Jinx, but Jinx able to make it back nonetheless. Whips a
Ooh,
grab off the
nice.
spot dodge. Up, Duffy won't kill.
Oh,
up
the parry
smash!
into another up smash. That was sick.
Do it again!
Woo! We're gonna base shield.
Yeah, nodding. Oh,
roll!
good timing.
Heating up.
Oh, nice back.
Oh my
no!
goodness! Oh, there it is. Okay, one more stock. That Jinx
Felix
has to
doesn't
take
want
the
to
first
lose.
step.
Uh-oh. Nice attack. Oh, expected to roll in. I also did as well, to be honest.
Oh no, I hear you on that.
I'll smash, that's
And
it.
there we go. Oh my goodness. What a fun set that was. I'm glad we got that.
Jinx is going to advance to play against B-Right in Grand Finals.
That's right.
And Felix
Solid.
is beside themselves.
Yeah, they definitely are, though. Fun set
I
that was,
blame
though.
them.
Fun set.
Yeah, 100%. Jinx
That
is
was
just not making eye contact with Felix right now, even though they are trying to. Felix is looking away.
No, yeah, you're right.
I don't think Felix looked at Jinx a single time after the set.
Stop battle.
Maybe you're right, yeah.
Felix is upsetting, and you know what? I understand. But he decided to play Mario against Luigi.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you there, bro. Mario's Luigi.
Again,
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I was gonna say that Felix did have counter pick advantage, so they didn't have to play the Mario.
Oh yeah, that's true, actually. When you put it that way. That is actually true.
Anyway, we're gonna be going to Grand Finals.
That's right.
Wait, what? Are they gentlemening to
Yeah, looks
regular
like
Sonic?
they are too.
Oh no.
Battlefield Green
okay.
Hill Zone.
Stop battle. Villager.
Very cool. Oh, Villager instead of Isabel. Oh, the Villager Ditto. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be interesting. Let's see how this goes.
Oh no.
3, 2, 1, go!
Very interesting.
What are they doing? Oh. What?
Okay. Oh, I know what's about to happen.
Wait.
I know what's about to happen. Just wait for it to happen. Okay, there it is.
Oh!
He won!
Jinx goes first!
Let's go! Okay, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, okay.
There we go. Alright, grow the other one. Got you, alright.
Alright,
3, 2,
alright.
Go.
Oh, Jinx again losing! B-Right
2-0.
clearly experienced at the matchup.
Very clearly. Alright, here, try it again,
Yeah, there we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, Jinx
he
wins!
missed on adhere,
Let's go, Jinx!
No, wait, he only got hit once, did he?
Yeah, wait, was it Rage?
It must
Uh-oh.
that's gonna be...
Dude. 27 people in the chat right now to watch this awesome action in Grand Finals. This is exactly what you showed up for. Jinx wins again!
Oh my god, I think Jinx could be getting a reverse Ryogi.
Wait, no, I think it is just a one hit. How did Jinx survive that one time, though? Are you, like, not supposed to DI or something?
They might have stacked. There you go. Oh!
Oh!
Three,
Oh, come on!
4,
One more!
5, 6, 7,
Come
8, and they're both still fighting. 9, 10, 11,
Poor trees!
12,
The
13,
Lorax would be pissed right
14.
now!
15.
Oh,
Oh my god, he
Jinx
got 51%! Jinx is going to be taking the last spot on B-Rice for the first game in the Villager Ditto. What an insane last stock that was for the both of those two.
My word, dude. I'm surprised B-Rice... Okay, so how did Jinx survive that first one? He even had 1% on him and he still lived.
It must have been DI. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, so the B-Rice is just holding towards the blast zone?
That must have been it. I'm not even sure.
It could be. Anyway, are we gonna go to Corneria? No. Smashville? Newport City. Skyworld. How about PS2? Or what about Big Battlefield? FD. Dude,
Okay.
they should go to Battlefield. They should go to Battlefield, Big Battlefield.
True. Battlefield, big Battlefield.
Or no,
No,
actually,
whatever.
Battlefield FD is kind of cursed. I kind of
True.
like it.
Stop battle.
I wonder if, like, in the game files, they literally just, like, took the Battlefield forms of small Battlefield and big Battlefield and just made it a copy paste of the original. I wouldn't be surprised.
I think they might have, yeah.
I would be very surprised if they actually just, like, took the original stages and, like, turned small Battlefield just back into what it was originally. I would be very
FD,
surprised.
FD.
if that was
Oh.
the case.
No, FD Green Hill Zone. Or not.
There you go. Oh, Bridge of Elden?
FD Bridge?
It looks like Bridge of
okay,
Elden.
I'm about it.
No, back to... Okay, back to
Okay,
the,
yeah, okay,
Green
we'll
Hill
be
Zone.
FD Green Hill.
Back to Green Hill Zone.
Random from Jinx. Okay, yeah, double random. Another random ditto for Jinx.
Double random. Okay, I like this. What we get? Bowser
Ooh!
versus Ridley. The big bads are coming out here on Green Hill Zone. In Grand Final.
Okay, but like,
Round 2.
but who's more evil between these two?
Ridley? What the heck? How many
Okay,
people
good.
Bowser killed?
Probably 0.
Yeah, what's the body count on Bowser?
I don't know, but Ridley's killed at least 2 people.
Yeah, Ridley
Oh, the double parry!
fucking yeah, Ridley just double parried Bowser down me. So I don't know. You tell me. who's
Well, I
more
mean,
evil.
that was B-Rice, but you give Ridley some
Alright.
credit, sure.
No, actually, between Ridley and B Rice, I'd say
Wait,
B-Rice,
who's
amazing
popping off
intro.
right now? Chat
Isabel.
popping off right now? Oh yeah, I love Mental Gym. Mental Gym's cool.
Commentator Mental Gym is popping up for Ridley in Grand Final. Here we go.
Hey, look, Ridley's a fun character. I like Ridley a lot.
Yeah, Ridley's
I just
pretty
wish
cool.
he was better.
Oh,
As a
there
down
you go.
smash. Take that
Solid
stock.
down smash.
Yep. Up smash is such a good option as well, but there's no platform for B-Rice to really get the full option out.
Agreed.
Alright.
Here we go. We got the side B. A little bit of pivoting in place here from B Rice. Or yeah, from Jinx. I mean. There we go. Okay, go for the back air. I see you. Backing it up a little
Oh,
bit.
nice down
there's
B,
the
yep.
down B.
Sitting on that dragon.
Very cute.
Dude, I'm so glad Ridley's in this game. Like, as a lifelong Metroid fan, it makes me so happy.
It is a very cool
What,
sight
that
to see
next
him
to
right now.
30?
Yeah,
Yikes!
believe it or not. Here we go. Good down beat here from Jinx. B-Right coming in. Goes for the down tilt, tries to get a follow-up, but instead of going to get side B after getting hit with a little bit of flame breath.
Oh, off
Forward
stage,
and
back
back
air
air.
comes out.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
really good.
The Jinx know how to do the high recovery.
Oh my goodness.
They definitely do, but they're getting bullied off stage right now by B-Rice. B-Rice not letting him get even close to back on stage. And yeah,
Dang.
great edge guard coming out from B-Rice, and they're going to take that match 2 stocks to 1, or 2 stocks to 0 rather.
Solid edge guard, bro. Shoot. Nice stuff. Solid stuff.
Yeah. Then again, with the amount of jumps that Ridley has, it's not that surprising. And the big hitboxes, to say the least. So,
Right.
so a little known fact about Ridley. Do you want to know how Ridley actually got his name?
And here we are. What was it that you were asking?
Do you want to know how Ridley got his name?
How? Oh, the director of the Aliens movie, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, okay. I actually
Named him after Ridley Scott.
Scott. There you go.
Just a
How
little bit of
about the
trivia
names
for you.
for Nana and Popo? Who the heck came up with those? No clue.
So those are Santa's 2 favorite elves.
I guess maybe it's something like that. But right now, that's what we got going on here on Omega
Well,
Form.
it's a Rudolph reference.
The OG. Is it really?
Yeah.
No way. I don't believe that.
Yeah. Look it
That
up.
sounds like cat.
Look it up.
Nana and Popo. For real?
Look it
I'm
up.
looking this up. I'm looking up Santa's. Good joke. Nah, I'm getting bullshitted right now.
Yeah, you are.
I am. Okay, I'm not gonna finish typing it. I was like, yeah, I didn't finish typing. I know that's bullshit. Alright.
Yeah, but
we got
hey,
120%.
consider how hard it is to really use these characters at a tournament level. Jinx is doing a good job of making them work. In the ultimate, anyway. It's debatable about how good or bad they are in the game.
Yeah, that is very
There's
true.
that F smash, hitting them both. I love the sound effect of that F smash, by the way.
Very satisfying.
It is. It really
Lucas-
shouldn't be because it's Lucas, but it is.
Yeah, Lucas Smash ASMR or something like that. There you go. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
That slap on
yeah.
the shoe right there.
Catches Nana with that, yeah, up the up smash. Uh-oh, that's a dead.
Oh no, a bit of a
Yeah.
sussy recovery. Or a lot there.
What? I would be very happy if you would never say that ever again, Taco.
It was a little bit suspect. Can't tell me I'm wrong.
Okay. Stop posting about Among Us.
Yeah, stop posting about Lucas.
I was in and all the
Oh my goodness.
oh, good jump. Oh, Jinx air
the
dodge,
side
mate. Air dodge is way better than side B, unless you're recovering from super high. Because side B, if it's just single ice climber, like he falls super fast.
True. That is actually very true. Actually, I feel like I would have known about that, but yeah, that sounds about right to me.
Right. But like side B with both of them kind of goes high. So.
Alright, they really are. Last stock, and both of those ice climbers are still intact. But they do catch on the dash attack. Tries to go for an up air, but it says it's going to be met with down air.
Right.
Oh, get down to the
man. Yeah, I think B-Rice is just kind of downloading the panic option from Jinx right now.
These dash attacks, I'm liking them.
Oh, get him off
like a
stage.
good
Oh, there's a down
smash.
smash.
Nana is no more.
Okay. Jinx getting that back air. So Jinx's Sopo has to take out 2 stocks from Lucas.
That's right. Oh my god, excellent spacing, but just doesn't land that up smash like he planned. Instead, going to be met with an up smash from Jinx to tie up the stock count, if only for a moment. Check out that forward tilt. It's going to put him in a bad spot. What else we got?
Nice
Jab?
happy.
No way, I thought he went with jab.
Uh-oh.
I would have
throw, not getting killed. I would have tackled like a hyena if jab killed.
Alright, here we go. Forward in. You got the 3-hit jab.
Jab off stage. PK freeze. Oh no!
Oof! Oof, you hate to see.
Poor Jinx.
Lucas wins.
Not bad.
Anyway, one more match in favor of B-Rice and they can win the entire event.
True. One game away, that's true.
If they want to.
If they so choose, or if the RNG so chooses.
Start the battle.
If they so
Alright,
choose.
anyway.
We're gonna have to see what they get going on here now.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to go random for the last game. And now we have a battle of the sorties. It is going to be Sephiroth versus Lucina.
Yeah, and honestly, these are pretty solid picks here compared to all the goober-ass characters we saw earlier. These are...
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
I'd say these characters are both at least high tier. I know Lucina's definitely top tier. But I think Sephiroth, you know, you can put him anywhere between top 20 and top 10, and I would... Or anywhere between top 20 and top 5, and I wouldn't argue.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue either. I would be in agreement. There we go. Oh,
Also,
solid.
the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 medley in the background is awesome.
Oh, I thought this was one song. Okay, cool. Very nice. It does sound nice.
No, it's a whole medley of most of the main areas from the game, and it sounds great, especially when Tantal comes up. But we'll talk about it when we get to it.
Very interesting. In the meantime, oh, we almost got the down air and F smash. A very tried and true Marcina setup there. It's just gonna fall flat, only by a little bit. Jinx is definitely gonna be the wiser there. Almost gets the back air. Good job from B-Rice being able to recover.
And the wing is out, giving Jinx an extra jump, extra movement, and an extra 33% of damage on every single one of their attacks.
That's right. Here we go. We got ourselves down throw. We got ourselves up B. Bit of an interesting follow-up option there. Okay.
Man, this wing is still here? How? Uh-oh.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, bro. 81% on B-Rice. And this Roaming Angel's about to pack a punch. No up B connection there. Instead, going to get punished with F smash. Good call out from B-Rice, but now with a lot of percent to make up for on this tied stop count.
Part of the song is so sick. I popped it off. Yeah, it's great. The music of Xenoblade 2 is great. And there's a down air spike! The Hell's Gate!
Really good usage there for that.
Uh-oh. Yep, back throw, back air. Goes for it all there with that up B, but it will not land. So Hero's avoiding a lot of punishment there. Up tilt, not gonna connect.
Almost gets the regrab here, Jinx, but still gonna get the Roaming Angel. Gonna get a solid dash attack, followed up by a back.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, and tries to go for the off-stage option, but instead baits out an air dodge to close out the game of this set. And now we're going to a game 5, and what has been one of the most interesting grand finals I have seen so far well, I would say in the past 2 days, because to be honest, the whole Felix Schroeder character swap shenanigans was pretty cool too. So now we're getting a pretty good contender here in the form of grand finals tonight.
Oh my god, are we going to FOD? Wow, in Ultimate?
Wow,
Dude, I'm so
Fountain
happy.
Dreams.
I love this. I love FOD.
FOD pick. Yeah, okay. I'm about this too.
Uh-oh.
Game and Watch.
This is a bad matchup for Pichu.
Now we're getting a real throwback to the launch of Smash Ultimate.
Dude,
we got FOD
dude.
Legal and we got Pichu.
Melee Gourmet Race. Such a good song.
On Smash.
So iconic.
I agree.
Dude, I love Melee so much. Like, I don't
is
even
good.
play Melee, I'm just a casual spectator of it. It is
You're a
such a
Melee
fun
noob.
game to, like, watch.
Yeah. And we got 2 melee
I think
newcomers
it's-
also. You really want to tie it all
Yeah,
together.
I think... Word. Wait, yeah, hold up.
Yeah, this is a melee moment right here, certified.
Absolutely.
Here we are. This neutral's starting to heat up. Oh yeah, they definitely know what they're doing on these picks. Saw that
Right.
almost down. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good. Interesting.
A couple of
follow-up with the
jabs to answer back and
yeah.
forth.
I didn't think that was going to come out
Now,
fast
I
enough.
definitely think one of these characters is easier to use than the other is.
Oh, I agree. That's definitely true.
I'm not going to say who it is, but you can probably figure it out.
Yeah. I'm sure you can, Chad. We'll leave you to it.
Now, from Jinx, I kind of want to see a judge at some point in this match.
Yeah, we'll definitely be seeing that.
I don't know why,
That'd be
I just feel
very
like Jinx will throw it out soon.
I was like, B-Rice, if B-Rice won game 1, maybe, but with Jinx, it's a
Uh-oh.
guarantee. Look at that. Oh, but we get the chair
Oh.
instead. Jinx trying to play it safe for the first stock. As we get a chance
Hit him with
to
the
close out
chair!
first stock. Hit him with the chair!
That's one of my favorite lines from Shrek.
Yeah. Oh, is that from Shrek?
Oh!
I feel like I heard that from somewhere.
No! Jinx went the wrong way!
On Fortune 8, we almost got ourselves the first 9 of the night.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
9
excellent
to
use of
7
it.
and then an 8 from Jinx. Jinx's RNG is so good right now.
Oh, there it is, ladies
Let's
and
go,
gentlemen.
baby!
2 stocks up, we have Jinx, and even that 1 stock up is off to great potential bracket.
Oh my
We
God.
could be seeing the bracket reset. It's on its way.
Dude, Jinx's RNG is so good right now. Holy crap. Oh my god!
Oh my
Whoa!
god! And with
Let's
2
go,
9s
baby!
in a row, we get ourselves a bracket reset from Jinx. Holy hell. This is what I call content right here. This is textbook content.
Yo, what? Oh my god, dude. Jinx, you're a madman. Dude, Jinx didn't get a number below 7 that entire match. And they threw out Judge like 6 times.
Like 6 times, man. Holy shit.
I mean,
That
here's the
was
first
insane.
one.
Stop
Oh
the
shit.
Isabel.
Jinx cracking up after that one. And then, yep. Jinx manipulating the RNG and then does the side B out of the falling off the platform and it DI mixed up.
Oh my
And
god.
anyway, yeah.
That's nuts.
Beerus deciding that they had enough. And we're going to be going to... Beerus playing their main, but Jinx playing their counter pick.
Oh yeah, here we are. Dude, I love this stage. I wish they had more
I think
Street
it's a
Fighter
cool
music that's
stage.
like... Yeah. I wish they had more Street Fighter music like from other games, but that's neither here nor there.
This is gonna sound kind of like a disingenuous comment because I could see what they were doing with the sound design for the music on the stage, but like,
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was like the whole orchestra for some of them.
Yeah, that's definitely
Like-
true.
I know this song definitely, like, you know, this one in particular definitely brings out the like, you know, Street Fighter elements of like, you know, the soundtrack, which is what it's
Well, where's
supposed
my
to do. But like,
SF3?
some orchestrations of it would have been like awesome.
Yeah, but where's my SF3 music? Where's SF4?
Yeah, dude.
5 is the music too.
Dude, Street
Here
Fighter
we go.
4 has a great soundtrack. I love the like wheelie guitars for that.
That's true, man, but like right now, we got Jinx and B-Rise back on their tried and true picks. Well, yeah, Jinx is still getting a little experimental with the peak pick, but I do know for a fact that Jinx knows how to work this character, so we're definitely going to be seeing things heating up now that we got ourselves this bracket reset. Great stuff from Jinx though, getting that back here, and B-Rise is going to be finding themselves back onto the stage, and still seems like B-Rise is in control of this first match here after the reset.
Oh,
Look at that last off
100%.
situation already.
Yeah, there's a
Last
smash
substitution
forward
already.
air. No, I think B-Rice was just like, okay, we have one set to just play around, do whatever we want. And now money's on the line. Okay, I gotta kind of come to play my character.
That's
But
right.
I gotta admit, I don't think Peach is the play here. Oh my god, especially, yeah, this infantile gear that Jinx has.
Yeah, because Jinx knows how to work this Peach, but something tells me that B-Rice knows how to work this Isabel just exponentially more, as we're seeing here. Oh my god, and
Like, saved him.
a bit of a
Nope.
save there, but not enough to make it back completely, man.
No disrespect for you.
No disrespect for B-Rice, man. But a solid start after this bracket reset, and one on the board for B-Rice. A really good first game from him.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, 3-stock definitely, yeah, nothing to sneeze at for sure.
Start battle.
For sure. They're going to switch over to Smashville, so let's see how that shakes things up here. The Donkey Kong kick. What the heck is going on here?
On Smashville? Huh. Well,
Explain.
sorry,
what
Jinx.
am I looking at?
Dude, I think this is a very hard matchup for Jinx. I gotta admit. Because DK is like, well, maybe he's not so bad. I do think that
it's
his
a cursed
downer
matchup.
being able to go through the stage is kind of important. Or that almost 0 to death is kind of important as well.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, yeah, this is a curse for sure.
Right. Uh-oh!
Oh, good parry though.
Ding
Okay,
dong!
kind of showing out. We're showing out on the DK pick though. I see a back air. I see almost a second back air. You know, we're seeing all kinds of stuff coming out here from Jinx.
Yeah, Jinx has the giant fist on deck, but the problem is they need to make it back on the stage safely first. Back
And
air.
meanwhile, the nooch here from BS is
Oh,
definitely
he's dead.
popping off. It's showing on the percent. 149%, but still hanging on to the stock. Oh, goes for the 1-2-3 jab. Almost gets the grab.
spaghetti!
Here's a second up. He is going to get punished by a smash. Nice call out from
Yeah.
BS.
A lot of spaghetti in those little moments right there, but B-Rice in a very good position right now, especially considering DK has a hard time in this matchup. And now they're in the
That's
corner.
true.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh, solid down air.
Jinx is looking for this first stock. Takes the shield break.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
Come back. Jinx 75% worth it. That was nice. That was very cool.
You know, I'm inclined to agree. But, yeah, okay, B-Rice eventually gets bored and doesn't approach. But Jinx is off stage again, and, yeah, it's looking kind of dicey.
It is, for sure. There we go. Good. Oh my gosh. Okay, the DI might have been a little bit suspect. I'm not gonna hold you. That was a little
Can
bit
you
suspect.
stop, Taco?
I just gotta say it as it is, though. Like, I'm not just gonna spread false
even
information.
funny anymore, dude.
I'm not gonna spread false information here. I'm just gonna say it as it is. If it is sucks, then it is sucks.
It is funny. Not what he said, though.
You know what I mean?
It's Goofy DI, not Goofy Joe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Out of the percent window for the, Uh-oh. Dead? Yeah, wow. B-Rice helping escort DK through the blast zone with those boomerangs. Or not boomerangs, those slingshots.
Yeah, those are the slingshots for sure.
Could you imagine how much worse Youngling would be if he had slingshot instead of forward air?
Dude,
Start battle.
something tells me he'd be better. Am I weird for saying that?
Hero.
No.
Something tells me he'd be better. Imagine
but-
if Young Link had, like, you're basically saying, like, imagine if Young Link had more camping tools on top of the absurd amount that he already does.
Go.
Right,
Nuts.
but like, I still think the boomerang and the forward air is like one of the best combos in the game in terms of like damage and also like killing.
Like, hear me out. Like, imagine like a string of like Isabel forwarders followed up by like Yink up. That would be kind of sucks.
I could see that. But the hero's out from Jinx, and there is a little team so far, and then the F Smasher's there to take the stock.
That's true. Here we
So
go.
the thing about any of these projectiles that Jinx throws out, they can be pocketed, and they probably will be. And B-Rice
Yeah, they
goes
most likely
super
will be.
deep.
Here we go.
What a
Guess who's
read!
Get back onto the stage. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, I don't think there was a play here either.
Nothing good, son.
I can see why Jinx opts to not go for the Wii Fit, but all things considered, I don't know if Jinx has a decent secondary for this matchup. And there it is, the down B to side B combo for the kill. And now Jinx is on their tournament stock here.
Yeah, that's right. He's thinking about it
I don't
too.
know
He's
what
like, what spell am I using today?
I think Jinx
What's
is probably
the-
looking for like bounce. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, there
So
it is.
now,
Oh, goes for the Hatchetman too,
uh-oh.
though.
So now B-Rice has to play a little bit smarter, or they will get punished.
That's right.
Just walk up the
Damn,
dash.
look at that. Has no forwarder back here, so he's just gonna be able to walk right
Oh,
up.
but that's snooze.
Oh
Very dead.
my goodness!
Oh!
Oh! What an explosive finish!
Free!
For the
Oh,
free-
B-Rice with the game and
right.
the stock and the tournament, baby.
One hell of a finish for tonight's tournament. Really fun games, and I'm glad we got to see all that go down tonight. Look at that.
That was kind of
That was raw. That was raw as hell.
Yup. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. Mwah. The chef's kiss for that combo. But everyone, that is it for tonight's number 13 in Pure Smash.
That's right. That is right. And let's have a look at these reels one more time. While we give our overall thoughts on the tournament tonight. I mean, I will say one thing though. This is like probably this right here. Unless I'm like forgetting about another tournament, this is probably like the most character variety that I've seen out of like any one of our pilot programs or Pure Smash events.
Oh, I'm sure.
What did you say? I mean, like, yeah, I can't think of another one offhand. He's the most. Like, let's count. We had
I mean,
Joker DDD.
Look,
we're
we're definitely
seeing
helped out by the fact that we got a lot of randoms dittos.
Yeah. Snake. I'm trying to think. How many characters? How many characters? Okay, so I'm seeing like Meta Knight Lucas, King DDD, Joker that we just saw. We saw Refit Trainer, Enderman. We're seeing Crawling Snake right now. So that's already like 8 characters. That's more than some
Right.
locals, if I'm being honest. Oh, there we go. That was
Yeah,
a
I'd say
good clip
so.
right there.
That's more than some locals where they're like, you know,
Fox.
getting on stream, you know?
That's right, yeah. Damn, look at that 6 string from Passion. I wish you got more Passion, actually. That was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, 9 hits. Isabel 10. We're already at 10 characters. We're already in double digits. That's really good.
Yeah. You know, it was a good night, all things considered.
I agree. I agree very much. Oh, Pete, that's 11. That is nuts. And look at this. We got more Pit. The Pit was actually a pretty good pick from Felix, actually. Ignoring this clip right here, where he definitely got fucking Bop. But
Well, yeah, did
really,
you not know that that was their secondary?
one of the secondaries. I know that for sure.
Well, yeah,
There's like
but
several secondaries.
it's,
Yeah,
it's
the
a
Pit
very
actually
good
did
pick.
really
And
good.
again, it is Felix, so
Yeah.
the level of proficiency is there.
Yeah, that's true. I'm glad that we're seeing a lot more top talent. Oh, show that's 12. I'm glad that we're seeing a lot more top talent, like spreading out their character choices a lot more. Because that's something that Stroder
Yeah,
is definitely
dude.
known for. 13, 14? 13, 14?
Dude, I gotta admit, I think probably my favorite player that I saw this evening, who I was very surprised about, was easily Reflex.
Yeah, really good to see Reflex perform well. Oh, okay, so we got 15 now, Villager. This was hype. This was hype as hell.
Oh yeah, it was very hype.
That was like, I think it was like 15 of these like trades. Something crazy. Yeah, that died at 53! In case y'all missed that part. Here comes 16, 17? Oh, and there was Peach too. Oh, look at that 9. That was nice. There's Peach, so I'll put it at 17. 17 characters in one local? Insane. And yeah, the
Oh,
random
it
picks definitely
happens.
helped out. Look at that. That was a 9 reverse hitbox. And there we go. We'll call it at 18 characters. 18 characters including this year. Oh, and then Donkey Kong, so 20. Oh, wait, and then Mario and Luigi. So that's like, what, like 22? Yeah, we got a hella character. And look at this. Honestly, I'm glad we got that there. I'm glad we got that. That was nice. That was really cool to see.
Yeah, man.
Honestly,
So,
yeah.
thank you guys for tuning in tonight for our 13th edition of Pure Smash. Pure Smash. At Pure Esports at Gilbert, Arizona. If you want to come out next week, make sure you sign up for number 14. I'll be at college next week, which is kind of scary, but also very exciting. So I'll be a Midwest Smasher instead of being tri-state. So this will be cool. But anyway, unless you have any closing remarks, Taco.
I guess if I have to give one, if I could retroactively change the title, I know it's about to end, but if I had to give the title like for this stream in retrospect, it'd be Pure Smash number 13. A damn good one. That's what I would give it. That was a really good tournament, really good content, really good gameplay from everyone that showed out tonight. So thanks to you guys who are watching this stream later on for playing tonight. Thank you to everyone who tuned in for joining us, and thank you, Laird, for joining me on commentary.
Thank you as well. And, before we go, let's talk about Ascension one more time real quick.
Throw it up on screen.
October
one more time.
23rd in beautiful downtown Phoenix. So, probably want to go to that if you're in Arizona or you're going to be in the area at this time. Hey, even if you're in any of the surrounding states and it's not that bad of a drive for you, why don't you show up anyway? It'd be a fun time. Of course, the biggest regional in the entirety of the Southwest. So you don't want to miss out on it. I have to miss out on it, but that's neither here nor there. But hey, for those of you who can go, I'm excited for you. And those of you who want to go, definitely do it. It's going to be hella worth it. Make sure you sign up at SmashGG/Ascension and get those early bird spots before they all fill up.
There you go. Great way to close that out. But now that we made sure to let you guys know about that one more time, we will go ahead and we'll sign off for the night. So this has been Talk Waffle, joined by Laird.
What's up? You can follow me and all of my goings on at LairdUS down here, as you can clearly see, on Twitter. Oh, and
that's right. Yeah, I was gonna say I have a Twitter as well, but right after this, stay tuned to my Twitch, talkwaffle.tv. There was a Pokemon Direct that happened, and I kind of want to see what was the going-ons with that there. I'm going to be going live, give me 20 minutes after this is over, and I'll be live to watch that live. No spoilers, but I'm looking forward to watching that with you guys.
I'll give you all the spoilers right now. They made Braviary look like a dummy.
We're out. Cut the feed.
Anyway, chat,
we're out of here.
Thanks for tuning in tonight for Pure Smash number 13.
Good night, everyone.
Have a great night.
We're off.